What's up, y'all? And welcome back to Drinking with Zeus episode Trey. To be honest with you, I really don't even feel like doing this video right now. Like, right when I get to do it, like earlier, you know what I'm saying? Earlier today, like, I wasn't going to drink, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to drink, and I'm going to make a third video. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been thinking in my head over the past week, you know what I'm saying, like different things. I'm like, oh yeah, I could talk about this, I could talk about that. And I was like, man, I should write this down. I never did. But I was thinking in my head, I should write down these like little key points that I could, tell this story, tell that story and shit like that. But I never did. But let me tell you, which one was it? Episode 2, part 2. It was an hour and 1 minute long, basically an hour and 2 minutes long. That motherfucker took 3 days to upload to YouTube. 3 days. My internet is that goddamn slow. I was like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? It was ridiculous. I was like, shit. But what was I thinking? So yeah, like I was saying, I had a bunch of things I was thinking about. And then earlier today, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna make no list. I'm just going to, do it. So I went to the store. I bought some beer just for this. And then I ate. See, that's where I fucked up. I ate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to do my drinking first on an empty stomach. I know you shouldn't do it. But, get the maximum buzz. You know what I'm saying? And then, eat afterwards. You know what I'm saying? But I ate first, and now my stomach is kind of full, so the beer really ain't really doing too much of anything to me. And it's like, God damn it, man, I really don't even feel like doing this shit no more. But I'm going to force myself to do it, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you got to force yourself, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you be on the edge of that cliff, and you be like, I came up here because I wanted to jump and see if I could fly, but, I'm starting to have second thoughts. Maybe these fucking bird feathers glued to my arms ain't going to, work. But, you got to force yourself to do the things sometimes, you know what I'm saying? You got to jump, you know what I'm saying? Jump, feel frogs, nigga, jump, you know what I'm saying? And fall to your death. But, what was I, yeah, so, like, I honestly don't remember any of the things that I was going to talk about. Hopefully, they'll pop up in my head, but I did, right before I started this video, I was scrolling through Facebook, right, and the fucking thing popped up. Somebody was, talking about that chicken coop, and it reminded me about something. And if those of y'all that don't know, or do know, did know, I used to raise chickens, you know what I'm saying, a couple years ago, until until coyotes came and took all the motherfucking chickens. And I was trying to figure out why they were disappearing. At first I was like, someone might be stealing my chickens. And I was like, nah, something, there was like a chicken missing like damn near every fucking day. And then, when it got down to like the last couple days, you know what I'm saying, there was like 3 chickens missing. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, yeah, there was a hole in the top of the chicken coop, you know what I'm saying, from a branch that fell down, and everybody fixed it. But it was fucking 5 feet high. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think a fucking coyote could jump that goddamn high. So that's what happened. That's the only reasonable explanation. The coyotes came, jumped up on the motherfucking thing, and then went in the hole, grabbed the chickens, and then jumped out. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, back to what I was going to say. I remember this one time. Back then when I had the chickens, I would be selling the eggs, and I would give them out to, certain people, you know what I'm saying? And they ain't cheap, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, my chicken eggs are, good, you know what I'm saying? No pesticides, nothing like that, naturally fed, all that, you know what I'm saying? And anyways, one of my friends, I gave her 3 dozen eggs. And she was all like, oh, thank you, I love that, at first. And then she told her mama, and this is all behind my back. I found this out later. And her mama told her, wow, salmonella, no, don't eat those eggs, don't eat those eggs. And I'm like, hold on now, what? I was like, nah, salmonella is like when you don't cook them. You know what I'm saying? If you cook them, you ain't gonna have no goddamn salmonella. And I was like, plus, my chickens, my shit is clean, you know what I'm saying? My chicken coop is clean, you know what I'm saying? I don't even let the fucking shit stay there, you know what I'm saying? About twice a week, I'd go in there and I'd wipe all the goddamn shit out the chicken coop, you know what I'm saying? And then change the fucking, the bedding and shit like that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, constantly, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I kept my shit nice and hygienic, you know what I'm saying? But I got offended as fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, And like, I didn't even know it, you know what I'm saying? But like, I remember like, the mama was gone, you know, and I was at the house with the kids, and one of the kids came and was like, well, saw me some cooking, and she's like, oh, God. And I was like, yeah, you want an egg? I'll cook you an egg if you want. She's like, oh, mama told me not to not eat any of those eggs. I'm like, what? Why? You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, don't listen to your motherfucking mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got offended as fuck, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with my eggs, you know what I'm saying? And I gave them to her for free. You know what I'm saying? 3 dozen eggs. You know what I'm saying? That's like fucking, you know, what, $500 nowadays with inflation with the eggs and shit. I was like, I got pissed off. I was like, man, I could have gave them eggs to somebody who actually wanted them and eat them. You just take them and I think she fucking threw them out or something. I don't know what the fuck she did to them. But you know what I'm saying? I don't like wasting food. I do not like wasting food. That is something that I don't do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. What was the thing I was gonna tell you about? Yeah, there's some other stories I want to do, but I don't want to like go back to back with the same person, because I don't want, there's a reason why I don't tell people names, you know, and I don't show pictures and shit like that. That way I can freely talk about these people, because no one is going to know who I'm talking about except the actual person. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to put too many things of the same person together, because then they're going to be like, okay, so this person, start writing it down. You know what I'm saying? So I got to mix in on like, okay, we'll talk about this person, then I'm going to talk about this person, then I'll talk about this person. Then I'll go back and talk about this person, but they won't know that I'm talking about this person from back then. And then I'm going to talk, you know what I'm saying? So that's the thought, you know what I'm saying? That's the thought. And anyways, damn, like I really wish I could remember some of the things I was gonna be saying. Yeah, I was gonna talk about that, but I don't feel like talking about that right now. Like I said in an earlier video, you know what I'm saying, the last episode, you know what I'm saying, some of these I want to make actual videos, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to tell you the story about crazy ass people part, you know, 4, 5, and 6. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about doing it, but I don't feel like talking about that story right now. And oh yeah, I also wanted to show you something with talking about the story, so I kind of need that. But there was something about a girl that I was going to tell you about. It was another girl. What the fuck was it? I can't fucking remember. I hate that shit, man. Oh man, I really hate that shit. But how are you doing today? You know what I'm saying? Oh, what? Oh, okay. Yeah. Damn, like I'm really wanting to remember, but anyways, I'm wasting time for no fucking reason. All right, we need to think about something, because I gotta fart. I already told you the story about the time that girl farted in my fucking face. She just gonna stick her ass in my fucking face. I'm thinking that, I was like, oh, okay, all right, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I grab her fucking ass cheeks and I'm putting my face to it. I'm about to kiss the booty, and you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden I get this far from the goddamn ass, and then she fucking laughs, giggles, pulls up her pants and walks off. I'm like, you nasty ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? She was getting back at me, though. She was getting back at me. And, I don't know. I can't remember. Because we kind of went back and forth for a little bit. And, I can't remember if I did the slug to get back to her, or she was getting back at me for the slug. But there was one time we was arguing. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, you ain't sleeping in the bed with me tonight, motherfucker. And you sleeping on the goddamn couch. And I saw a fucking goddamn slug on the outside of the window. You know, and I was like, all right. And this slug was like that goddamn long. It was about the size of my fucking panky. You know what I'm saying? And I went outside, I grabbed that motherfucking slug, went into the bedroom, and I fucking lifted up the cover and whoosh, threw the thing on, and then put the cover back down. Yo, bro, when she got in the bed, it was priceless, man. It was priceless. But she jumped up so goddamn fast. I was like, I didn't do it. She's like, you did that shit. I was like, I didn't do it. The slug probably like crawled in from somewhere, and I didn't do it. She was like, nah, I know you did, motherfucker. So, but anyways, you know what I'm saying? That was a fun relationship. You know what I'm saying? We kind of like pranked each other. You know what I'm saying? It was fun. You know, so, but I really didn't like getting farted in the face though. You know, I didn't really like that. Yeah, that wasn't nice. That was, you know, but anyways, oh man. Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you about what was the other thing? It was part of, it was about a dream. Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you about this dream I had, and then I was gonna talk about dreams. So anyways, a couple months ago, something like that, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's like probably like an hour or two before I go to bed, you know what I'm saying? And I noticed the charger for my phone isn't plugged in the wall all the way. It's like, it's not like in all the way. It's like kind of and like hanging down. I'm like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure I plug it in all the way or else my phone ain't gonna charge. So I forget about it. And then I go to bed. And then I'm dreaming. And if I'm trying to remember it all the way, but it was nighttime. I was outside. There was a lot of trees and shit like that. It was dark as fuck. And there was a T-Rex. Yeah. And it was like, I think it was storming too. I think there was lightning here and there because every once in a while I saw the T-Rex like come up out of the fucking goddamn fucking bushes and then it would disappear again. I'm like, where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? You know what I'm saying? I'm like freaking out in my dream trying to find this T-Rex because it's so goddamn dark outside. So I got a fucking spotlight and I'm like trying to like turn the motherfucker on, but it wouldn't turn on, and I'm like freaking out and I'm looking out there and I see the T-Rex again. I'm like, oh shit, and then he disappears. I'm like, wait, where'd he go? Like, God damn it. And then I'm like, oh shit, it's not plugged in. So I woke up, rolled over, plugged the goddamn charger all the way into the wall, rolled over again, and fucking went back to sleep. It's crazy how the brain thinks, you know what I'm saying? Like, my subconscious knew that I forgot to plug in the goddamn charger. You know what I'm saying? So I woke up and half asleep, plugged the motherfucker in, and then went back to bed. Needless to say, though, I didn't go back into that dream. I hate that shit, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll be wanting to finish dreams, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes I have the same dream over and over again, you know? And that I need to Google that. That's what I was going to do before I made this video. I was going to Google a few things. That was one of the things. What does it mean when you dream the same dream, you know, over and over again? But again, this isn't like all the time. Like I'll dream the same dream like maybe like once a year, once every other year, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Not like all the time. But it's funny because like every time I dream the same dream that I've already dreamed before, it's like I go a little bit further in the dream. And then it's like I'll be anxious to have that dream again. And it's like, man, I want to go further. Because like, bro, like one of the dreams that I have, it only happens when it's a really bad thunderstorm when I'm fucking asleep. And I messaged my ex about this. And I told her like the last time I dreamed about it, I think it was 2 years ago, so it's gonna be really hard for me to remember like full details, but like I told her the story and I gotta hit her up and ask her if she still has the fucking right out of that fucking dream. But anyways, every time I have this dream, it's basically like just a nice day, you know, like 4th of July, or it's not 4th of July, but like like a Sunday, you know what I'm saying, out at the fucking goddamn park, you know what I'm saying, there's people throwing frisbees, people walking dogs, you know, and, you know, just like, you know, real nice, you know, sunny and shit like that, maybe a little cloudy, you know what I'm saying, but, the thing is like when I have these dreams during a thunderstorm, every time there's thunder hitting, I look up into the sky, right, and then there's a little bit of darkness, so basically, I'm trying to remember how it fucking happened, I wish I could remember exactly, but anyways, basically what was happening, I'm going to skip to the logistics of it. The thunder was actually fucking, that's what happened. It was a spaceship crashed fucking down after one of the fucking explosions, or one of the thunders. So basically what it was the thunder is actually a fucking war going on between the fucking world and the goddamn aliens, but they're under cloak above the clouds and we can't see it. So the thunder is the ship's blowing up and shit like that. But then anyways, the ship that fucking crashed on the fucking ground, the camouflage fucking, you know, broke on the thing, and aliens come out, and then the aliens are attacking, people are running, they're killing, and I'm trying to kill, and I see my fucking ex, you know what I'm saying, from like 15, 20 years ago, and I'm like, hey, yeah, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to catch it, like, you know, I save her fucking ass, and then we're running off, you know what I'm saying, and then like, you know, we're trying to catch up while we're running, I'm like, where you been, I ain't seen you in so long. And then anyways, you know, eventually we find this motherfucking like cave, and I'm like, hey, we gotta get in here, so we get in here, like it's a fucking war going on, like in like snap of a fingers, you know what I'm saying? Everything's cool. Then all of a sudden there's aliens every fucking way, killing every motherfucking buddy, you know what I'm saying? And anyways, we go into the cave, and then we gotta like we fall, and then there's a lake and some like plant life growing. I don't know how the fucking trees and fruit trees are there. I don't know. But anyways, we have a moment of peace, you know what I'm saying? And we always wonder like what's on the other side of that underwater underground cave, the lake. I mean, like we always talk about going, you know, to find out what's on the other side of that, you know, but that's about as far as it gets. You know, we get to like start to go to travel to the other side of the lake to see what's on the other side of the lake in the underground cave. You know what I'm saying? But the dream is a lot longer than that. I narrowed it. I cut out a lot of fucking shit because, you know, I can't really remember in full detail right now. But if I had the dream again, I'm going to remember. But anyways, it's crazy how you have the same dreams. But speaking of dreams, it's weird because the majority of my dreams, not all of them, but the majority, that's what majority means. Ooh, I got to tell you about this motherfucking dumb bitch too in a minute, if I remember. The majority of the dreams, right, that I have is always like, has to do with either monsters, dinosaurs, aliens, zombies. Well, that kind of categorizes as a monster, I guess. But it's always like an apocalyptic type of thing, you know what I'm saying, where the world is ending and I have to fight to survive and save my fucking family. Like I remember one time, one of the dreams was there was a fucking zombies and T-Rexes, I think it was. Zombies and T-Rexes teamed up together, and they're after me, my friends, and my family. So we're barricaded in this fucking, like, I don't know, it's got a chain link fence, you know what I'm saying, like a 20-foot high chain link fence, and they're trying to come in, and it's just me, my friends, and my family. Oh, we had lions on our side. Or were the lions on their side? No, I think the lions were on our side. I don't know why the lions were our friends, but, you know, we were fighting them off together. You know, and it's weird because, like, I keep having dreams about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, where it's like I'm always fighting to save, like, my friends and family or to save the world. You know what I'm saying? It's, like, always something like that. If it's not that, I'm having dreams of saving or rescuing, you know, certain individual people. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be like they're drowning, which is actually a thing that I Googled. You know, what does it mean if... And that I Googled, what does it mean if you always... if you're dreaming about saving people, and one of the things was saving people from drowning. I was like, hey, that's one of them. You know, that's one of them that I tend to have a lot. You know, I had one just the other fucking day. I had to hit one of my fucking exes that I wouldn't say an ex, but I guess you could say ex because we. You know. Anyways, I had to hit her up. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a dream and I hadn't talked to her in like 2 or 3 years, and I was like. The dream was like I was walking and I found it was snowing outside and I found her all curled up in the fucking snow, you know what I'm saying, all cold and shit. And I was like, hey, you all right? You all right? She's like, no, I'm fine, I'm good. I'm like, no, for real, you out here in the goddamn cold at nighttime, all curled up into a ball, you know what I'm saying? Like, you good? You all right? Can I help you in some way? Like, what you know what I'm saying? But it's just things like that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why do I forgot what Google said, by the way, but I just seem to always have the dreams the majority of the time of saving people or saving the world, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, and it's always from like fucking aliens, dinosaurs, or fucking monsters / zombies, you know what I'm saying? But it's interesting, like, bro, I'm telling you, my fucking dreams, I don't know what it is, like, my dreams are so fucking entertaining, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, another thing I wanted to talk about, I forgot about this. This was a video I was going to make, but I forgot about it. Anyway, so does anybody else dream like this? You know what I'm saying? Like, we all have the dreams where we're like, we're in the dream. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes we have a dream where we're like, not elevating, where we come out of our body, astral projecting. But this is different. Like, sometimes I have dreams where it's like, either A, I could be in it, or B, I cannot be in it. But the focal point of the dream is like a fucking movie. Like the dream plays out as if it's a fucking movie. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I'll be there. I'll see myself on the screen. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I won't even be there. It'll be like other people. You know what I'm saying? And then like I come in later. You know what I'm saying? It's like, anybody dream like that? Like it's a fucking, like your vision is a fucking camera and it's a fucking goddamn movie playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very interesting. I don't have those dreams all the time. I say probably maybe about like 20% of the time, 15% of the time I have dreams like that. But it's interesting, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be wondering, like, do other people dream like that? You know what I'm saying? But I'm very interested in it. I'm very interested in the whole dreaming aspect of things, and it's like I really wish that they would like come up with that invention where they can, like somehow download your fucking goddamn dreams, because like it's like I gotta show people my dreams sometimes that be having, bro. Like, bro, like, oh man, and like I said, they'd be very entertaining and shit. And then when I be telling people, they'd be like, "What the fuck? Like, you high when you in the bed?" And like, I don't be fucked up. I mean, sometimes I'll be fucked up. But, just it's just how I naturally am, you know what I'm saying? I just dream like that, you know what I'm saying? I guess overactive mind, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But what was I gonna talk about? When I was saying majority. Alright, so there's this one bitch, right? Me and her were arguing over alright, so I don't know how I want to tell the story. Alright, so basically what happened was we were talking about being vegan and being vegetarian, being pescatarian, my Dr. Sebi diet, you know what I'm saying, and all different things, you know what I'm saying, like along that. So she started saying something about, yeah, I kind of want to be a vegan, you know what I'm saying, to be more healthy, but I just can't do it. It's too hard, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, you could be like one of my friends, you know what I'm saying, she's a vegan with the exception of cheese. You know what I'm saying? And then my friend was like, no, that's vegetarian. I was like, no, she's a vegan with the exception of cheese. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's a vegan, but the only thing she eats that's not vegan is cheese, because she says she can't give it up, and vegan cheese is shit. You know what I'm saying? And my friend's coming back in. No, vegan means you don't eat anything from an animal, no dairy, no. I say, yes, that is true. But the word that I'm inserting into the equation is exception. I forgot the goddamn word. Exception. You know what I'm saying? That's what the word exception means. She's a vegan with the exception of cheese. You know what I'm saying? She's like, no, that's not what that means. No, in order to be vegan, you have to be this. So she's a vegetarian. I'm like, no, my friend is not a vegetarian. See, I'm just going back and forth. But we were going back and forth like that for like a goddamn hour on the motherfucking phone. I'm like, girl, you getting on my motherfucking nerves. Like, look up the fucking word exception. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yes, she is right. A vegan is somebody who eats nothing from an animal. You know what I'm saying? But with the exception. That's what the word exception means. So anyways, I was telling another one of my friends about this, and I was like, this is the fucking stupidest thing to fucking argue about. And my friend was like, well, y'all both have points. Y'all both are right. And I was like, okay, yeah, I see that, but like, I think I'm more right than she is. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, bro, the definition of just thinking about it kind of gets me a little bit, It's like, man, how fucking dumb and stupid. Like, it was at that point, with like Dave Chappelle's skit. I'll insert that clip. It was at that point, and he knew, fucked up, or something like that. I had a Dave Chappelle show. But anyways, it was at that point I realized this bitch got some mental issues. I was like, no. And then I started noticing other things, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, so it's okay for you to do things, but when I do the exact same thing, it's a problem. And then when I try to say, hey, you did the exact same thing a couple months ago, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, it's like, you be trying to throw it back in my face. Oh, it's not the same thing, you know what I'm saying? It's like gaslighting. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and then she had the nerve like 2 or 3 or 4 weeks later to try to say that I was gaslighting her. I was like, girl, I don't even know what that word means. You know what I'm saying? I had to Google that motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, to find out. And I was like, that ain't even in my personality. You know what I'm saying? I don't gaslight a goddamn thing. The only gaslight around me is the motherfucker on the goddamn car that stays on full. You know what I'm saying? Well, it used to stay on full. You know what I'm saying? Now I put gas in when it gets down to half a tank. So a little something for y'all people out there that don't know. And to help keep your car healthy, never let your goddamn gas go all the way down to E. If it gets down to a quarter, fill it back up. You know what I'm saying? Because when don't let it get past. And I can't stand those people. It aggravates me when they ride on E with the light on. You know what I'm saying? And then they put like $2 or $3 in. And they still on it. I'm like, bro, nah, don't do that. And then be like, I ain't got the money. It's like, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Just pretend that there's nothing past half a tank or a quarter of a tank. Pretend quarter of a tank is empty. You know what I'm saying? That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. And anyways, like, that's one thing I like about this car right here. This car, like, when I get to a quarter of a tank, that's when the fucking light comes on. I like that shit. I like that shit. You know, I've lost a long ass motherfucking time when it, you know, I ain't gonna lie, there was, you know, quite a few times that I let it get down all the way to E. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that was probably like, you know, maybe 20 times in the fucking 12, 13 years I've had this car. You know what I'm saying? 12 years. 12 years. Fucking mosquitoes. God damn them bitches. But, yeah, hey, what was the other thing I was gonna tell y'all about? See, that's gonna be my slogan. My catchphrase. Damn, what's the thing I was gonna tell you about? I saw the movie, Free Guy. I remember back when it was coming out, I saw the trailers for it, and I was like, man, what the fuck? I thought it was gonna be stupid. But, you know, I was like, fuck it. And I watched it the other day. And I kind of liked it. I was like, it kind of was like, I was wondering if, like, it had the same fucking goddamn writers and directors as fucking Deadpool. You know what I'm saying? Because I kind of felt like it had a similar kind of taste in it. You know what I'm saying? And I was feeling the movie. You know what I'm saying? It kind of got a little predictable toward the end. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I feel like they could have done things a little bit differently. But, like, I enjoyed it, especially the first half of the movie. You know what I'm saying? It was interesting. You know what I'm saying? A lot different than I expected it to be. But fucking goddamn mosquitoes! I swear to God, bro. Oh yeah. Excuse me. What was I gonna tell y'all? Look it. The swelling of my eyes is going down, but it's still there. Well, no, wait. I don't think it's swollen anymore, but it's still red from being swollen. I don't know what the fuck it was, man. Like, it got, all of a sudden, I had fucking hives. I've never in my life had hives before. But I had hives on my face and on my neck. And my eyes were swollen and shit and red. And, like, they weren't dry, but it felt like they were dry. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So I'm popping Benadryls and shit like that. And that wasn't really doing nothing. A couple days go by, and I'm like trying to do some research. I'm contemplating going to the goddamn hospital. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? And I was talking to one of my friends, and she gets, you know, hives. And she's like, yeah, you have an allergic reaction to something. I was like, you sure? You sure? She's like, yeah, you had an allergic reaction to something. And anyways, she told me some, you know, Zyrtec. So I went to the store and I got some Zyrtec, and after a couple days it started, you know, it cleared up, you know what I'm saying? And then, but my eyes, like, I'd say my eyes were half a day from being fully cured. I didn't take the Zyrtec. I was like, okay, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I was taking the Zyrtec every day. Woke up the next day, my fucking eyes swollen again. I'm like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? I got rid of the hives at least. But then, you know, my fucking eyes were just, it was like healed for like half a day. And then I wake up and it's fucking swollen again and shit. I'm like, what the fuck, man? It's like, haha, surprise. He thought you was over it, but you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck, man? So I'm hoping it ain't gonna do that shit to me again this time. And I gotta figure out what the fuck I got into, because, like, bro, like, I've never, ever in my life had hives before. You know what I'm saying? And the only time I've ever had swollen eyes was, poison sumac. I remember when I was a kid, I was wanting to do some yard work. My dad told me to do some shit in the backyard. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, you just cut these things and throw them in a pile on the other side of the fence. And he's like, well, that's poison sumac. So, you know, here's some gloves. Put the gloves on, you know, and don't touch it. So I did that. You know what I'm saying? I got the things and clipped the fucking poison sumac, and I carried them and threw them over. See, what he and I didn't know is when you cut poison sumac, the poison goes into the air. And I stacked the motherfuckers on my fucking shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Carrying them. So, needless to say, my whole entire face got swollen. I looked like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. I swear to God, I wish I would have fucking took a picture of myself. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't see. I was literally blind because my eyes were swollen so goddamn much. I don't even know what I looked like at first. The way I knew what I looked like is when it was starting to go away and I could start seeing a little bit out of one of my eyes. You know what I'm saying? I remember having to go to the doctor and they gave me medicine, you know what I'm saying? And at least I didn't have to go to school, but it kind of sucked not being able to see for a few days. I gotta ask my mama. I wonder how long it was that I couldn't see. I don't remember. I'm gonna ask her. I was young though. I was elementary school. And another time in elementary school dealing with poison ivy. So what I'm guessing happened was I used to like playing out in the woods. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm guessing what happened is I touched poison ivy and then I had to pee. So I zip and I pull out and I start peeing in the woods. Go zip up, go home, yada, yada, yada. So needless to say, I ended up having poison ivy on my dick. And it was itchy as a motherfucker. And I remember my mom called the school and sent the letter to school. I don't remember, one of the other. Either sent a letter or fucking called them and told them what was up. And I remember I'd have to go to the fucking nurse's office when it got bad. I remember this one time. I think I only did it once because I was too embarrassed to do it again. I went to the fucking goddamn fucking nurse's office and I told them, I was like, my privates are itching. So she gave me the calamine lotion and some cotton balls and put me to the room. She's like, here, you can do it in here and just come out when you're done. And then I put it on. But and I remember this one dude. He was a bully, and somebody dared him to eat poison ivy, and he ate poison ivy at recess. And then I think it was before recess was even over. You know what I'm saying? He was like, oh, I don't feel good, holding his stomach. And I was like, you're a bully. Look at you. You got weakness, motherfucker. And anyways, they sent him to the hospital and shit. I don't know what happened to him. I don't remember. But he was fine. He was back in school, you know what I'm saying? But and I remember that one kid. I was probably in every school. There's always that one kid that eats boogers and flicks them at you. You know what I'm saying? I hated this one girl, man. This one girl used to dig in and get the boogers and then run around flicking them at people at recess and shit. I didn't like that shit, man. And I remember we had there was 2 slides on the goddamn, 2 that I remember, on the playground. Then the one everybody wanted to get on was the 5th graders, and it's like I don't know how high it was, but it was for 5th graders only because of how high it was. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I remember so many times I try to sneak and climb up that motherfucker, but they'd always catch me. I'm like, how the fuck are y'all motherfuckers catching me? You know what I'm saying? It's like I'd be thinking, I'm like, okay, it's really fast to climb up there. But I remember as a kid, like from my memory, it kind of feels like it might have been 15 feet high. But again, it probably wasn't 15 feet high. I don't know. But like from my memory, that's kind of what it feels like it was. I don't know. But yeah. And then I never knew about asthma. I never knew about asthma. And there was this one girl that we kind of like, liked each other and whatever. And I remember one time at recess, my sister used to tickle me. You know what I'm saying? So I started tickling her. And she was laughing and giggling. She falls on the ground and I'm just like tickling her. And all of a sudden she's having an asthma attack and I didn't know. I don't know what an asthma attack is. I don't even know what asthma is. And then all of a sudden I just remember there's a group of people coming and her face is all red. She's laying on the ground like trying to breathe or something like that. And the teacher's like everybody get back. And then I'm like, what happened? I'm all clueless and shit like that. And one of her friends was like, I can't believe you did that. She's got asthma. You trying to kill her. What's wrong with you? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I didn't know. What's asthma? You know what I'm saying? I felt bad. I still to this day feel bad about that shit. But I'm sure she understands. We was in like fucking 1st, 2nd grade, something like that. And, but yeah. Warm beer, yummy. Let me tell you something. I got 2 things to say about warm beer. Number 1, the reason I'm drinking warm beer right now, or because I'm kind of accustomed to it, or half of the reason I'm accustomed to it now, is because I dated somebody who used to steal my goddamn beers and not say anything. It'd be cool if you just fucking say it. You know what I'm saying? But like every time I have my beers in the house, some motherfuckers end up missing. You know what I'm saying? And then, but there would also be times the dumb bitch never fucking locked her door. Never, ever locked her fucking door. I always got on her ass about that. You know what I'm saying? And there was one time that we fucking went out. We come back, the fridge ain't closed all the way. And I'm like looking at the fridge, and like the 30-pack of beer fits in the fridge like this. If it's like this, it won't fit, the door won't close. When we left, it was like this, and the door was closed. When we came back, it was like this, and the door was open. I was like, someone came in here and stole some of my motherfucking beers. You know what I'm saying? Like, a couple here and there, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But when it gets to the point where, like, they're missing all the motherfucking time, I'm like, You know what I'm saying? So I started locking my fucking beers in my goddamn car. You know what I'm saying? So they would never be refrigerated. They would never be refrigerated. And, I just got used to drinking warm beers. I'm like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But that's because I already was accustomed to drinking warm beers. Because when I was in Africa, like, bruh, it was like a norm to drink warm beer over there. You know what I'm saying? I had to get used to that shit. Because, like, when you go to the bars and shit like that, first of all, not all bars have cold beers. You know what I'm saying? They'll have the beers up on the shelves, but they'll be room temperature. You know what I'm saying? They're not in fridges. They're up on the wall, you know what I'm saying, like the liquor bottles are over here. You know what I'm saying? And even when they do have a freezer, you gotta ask. You gotta specifically ask for a cold one, which is weird. You know what I'm saying? You gotta ask for a cold one. But then the beers ain't even that cold. It's like, I don't know if they're trying to save on electricity or what, because their fridges ain't turned up that high. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I want a fucking cold beer. You know what I'm saying? And they were never that cold, so I would always have to, like, you know, buy some beers and like take them back to the house and throw them in the freezer and shit like that. But yeah, you know, but you know what I'm saying, I got used to it. I was like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying. I got used to drinking, you know, warm beer. I used to drink Guinness a lot over there at one point. And then I got sick and tired of Guinness. But here's a fun fact about Guinness. I don't know if you know. You know Guinness World Records? Guinness World Records is funded by the Guinness beer. You know why? Because when people were drunk in the goddamn fucking bars drinking Guinness, they would argue about, you know, who's the best of this, who's the best of that. So they just made a Guinness World Records. Did you know that? Did you know that? Did you know that every baby's first poop is totally edible and safe to eat? Even though it's green. That's why it's green. So, bro, what happens was, you know, they got the fucking tube, and I'm not jacking off. They got the tube going in your stomach, right? So, the tube, brings food in, and it also takes waste out. So, there's no waste in the body. So, where does the poo come from? Interesting. I didn't think about that before. But when I learned about this, that's what I learned. Every baby's first poo is totally fine to eat because there's no bacteria in it, because all the bacteria also leaves from the goddamn tube. Damn, that kind of blew my mind for a second. Why did the poo form in the baby anyway? Interesting. I gotta look into that. I don't know what, but it is probably the fucking warm beer. I got some like phlegm or some shit in the back of my throat. Can't seem to get rid of it. But damn, what was I gonna tell you about? There's one thing that I wanted to tell y'all, all the stories that I can remember about this one club that I used to go to all the time. And that probably will be a long video filled with a lot of interesting stories. So I'm trying to save that one for its own motherfucking video. What I would like to do is have my friend who used to go with me all the time to be on the video with me, and we reminisce and talk about the stories, because I remember stories she remembers stories that I don't remember, and I remember stories she don't remember. You know, we have to remind each other, be like, oh yeah, I remember. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's why I think the two of us together doing this video would be perfect, because we could make sure we both remember, and we could put out all the goddamn stories. Because we didn't go to the goddamn club to read a book. You know what I'm saying? We were there partying, you know what I'm saying? We was getting fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And so it's kind of hard to remember some of them stories. And I want to tell you some of them stories so goddamn bad, but I want to fucking save it and just tell you all the stories in one fucking video. But I've already mentioned it to her, and she was like, this was like years ago. This was like 2 years ago, I think. Like, she was kind of up with the idea, and then she started seeing how the fucking trolls was doing me and shit like that. And she's like, a lot of my friends was cool with, you know, doing some shit. Then the fucking, you know, when they found out what the trolls be fucking doing and shit, like, I don't want nothing to do with that. I don't want nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Just like this one girl I know. She started YouTube, but supposedly it didn't really do that well or whatever. But like, she always told me that she wants to do something like that, you know, and but she don't ever want to have her face on there because of the trolls and shit like that. And I'm like, how do you know that people are even gonna troll you? And even if they troll you, so what? So what? What are they really gonna do? Unless they popping up at your door and you claim you got a AK, no, not an AR, you know what I'm saying? So if you got a AR like you say you do, Miss Thug, you know what I'm saying? If you got this AR, they talk about, you shouldn't be worried about the trolls. The only thing you gotta worry about the trolls is if they knocking at your fucking door. And you got that AR, so just pull it out from under your goddamn mattress and them bitches. You know what I'm saying? This is fucking stand your own goddamn ground. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Anyways. I just starting to realize and catch like this girl, and I got some anger issues with this girl, man. Like, you know, 10 years. I think it was 2013. Oh, that's 10 years. Holy fucking shit, yeah. 10 years I've known this fucking girl. 10 years, and there's just things about her that, oh man, it pisses me off. And then, you know what I'm saying, I you know what I'm saying, I can't talk too much. But damn, that bitch be pissing me off. And I want to be telling y'all so much shit. And there's a lot of shit I can tell you about this other girl. Man, bruh, you just don't know. All the stuff and stories I'm just dying to fucking tell you. But I'm having a little bit of respect. Just a little teeny bit of respect, and I ain't gonna be talking about that shit. I might write it in a book. That's what I'm thinking about doing. Obviously, the name's gonna be changed. No one's ever gonna fucking know. You know what I'm saying? But what the fuck is wrong in my? God damn. Don't tell me I left my lighter inside. There you are. Man, let me tell you. I don't know if I ever released. I don't think I ever released that video. I've already told you I have like 1,500 videos I never fucking released. One of the most painful things in life is watching your parents get old and die or suffer. And my dad, man, he doesn't have dementia yet, but he's like right there. And he's just so goddamn depressed because he can't remember shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was over there earlier today, you know what I'm saying? And my dad called my mom, but she was busy. She called back 5 minutes later. She's like, "You called?" "No, I didn't call you." She's like, "Yeah, I got a missed call." He's like, "No, I didn't call you." I was like, Dad, you called her just like 5 minutes ago." He's like, "I did?" I was like, "Yeah." Just shit like that. And then he'll be talking. He'll start stuttering when he's talking. And he's like, "I've never fucking stuttered in my whole motherfucking life." You know what I'm saying? And I can be forgetting words. You know, and it's just like, bro, it pains the fuck out of me just to see him like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot more than I'm saying, but it pains to see him like this. And then on top of that, it pains me even more to see how frustrated and depressed and upset he is about himself that he is this way. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I wish there was something I could do. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, and, you know, I don't know how much to say. But then there's the other thing with, like, you know, he used to be a drummer in a famous band. And he decided to give up the music career to have a family. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get to that point in life, you know what I'm saying, in the industry, you know what I'm saying, you kind of have to pick, you know what I'm saying, family or music. He chose family. And mainly, partly because, you know, the group was going through issues. One dude, you know, is doing a lot of, you know, he was smart as shit, but he liked to make bombs. And yeah, he got caught blowing up mailboxes and shit, and that's federal property. So I mean, he got decades. And anyways, you know, and the other dude was too hardcore into drugs and shit. And my dad was like, he thinks it was best to just, you know, get out while he can now. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, do the family thing. So, anyways, my dad didn't play too much, you know, afterwards. You know what I'm saying? He was being a dad. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, he still would, you know, on weekends and shit like that, go out and play. You know, I don't know. I was a little kid. I don't know where he did. But as I got to, like, a teenager and, you know, in my 20s when I moved out, you know what I'm saying, I'd hear that, you know, he would like join local bands and he would drum every once in a while and shit like that. But he stopped probably around, how old is he now? Probably about 16 years ago. That's when he stopped. And anyways, he wants to play, but, you know, he can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had to have both his knees replaced. So he has bad knees. Even with them being replaced, you know, they're still bad. And then they have a recall in the knees, so he has to have a fucking surgery again. And he's like, I ain't going other than a goddamn knife again. But anyways, and then he has gout in his hands, and then he has carpal tunnel in his hands. You know what I'm saying? He loses feeling in his hands completely. He'll be like holding the phone or holding his tablet or whatever and just drop it out of no fucking where. You know what I'm saying? Like, just randomly loses. So how the fuck is he gonna play drums when he can't, and he can't do the pedal? You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, he's had a lot of heart issues. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, he has a swollen heart, and the doctors don't know why. They've been trying to figure it out for fucking years. He's had so many surgeries on his heart. You know, pacemaker is in the vicinity, not vicinity. What's the word? See, I'm becoming my dad, and that scares me. But it's in the picture. You know what I'm saying? That is an option. You know what I'm saying? But like, we don't even know if that's really gonna fix really anything. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, if he's, you know, then his heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, but he keeps saying that he's gonna play the drums again. He tells me he gets in his moods where he gets really depressed and shit. And anyways, he told me, he said I'm gonna die one of two ways. I'm either gonna die on the drum set or in bed with your mama having a happy ass time. And I was like, Dad, I don't want to know about that shit. I was like, the fact that y'all still fuck? Ew! But yeah. But I don't know what to do, man. Like I said, that's why I brung it up, because it pains me a lot to see my dad the way he is, and all his friends have basically died. You know what I'm saying? He's at that age. And it kind of reminds me of my grandfather. My grandfather had 10 siblings, and he was the last to go. And after the last one, he said to me and my mom, he's like, I'm the next one to go. And I was like, nah, you gonna live another 20, 30, 40 years. I mean, he lived a couple more years, you know what I'm saying? But, and that's one thing that's amazing about my two grandparents on that side. Actually, no. My grandma on the other side too. I had one grandparent that had a stroke and lost half of his body, you know, from the stroke. and he was like that for a couple years before he died. But every other one of my grandparents made it to 90 and never had any issues or problems until the last year of their life. I mean, I see some people, you know what I'm saying, they be struggling and fighting illnesses and shit like that for the years. You know what I'm saying? My grandparents, you know what I'm saying, they didn't, you know, and I'm kind of happy for that. My one grandfather especially, you know what I'm saying, he was sharp as a motherfucking tack. Till the day till like 2 weeks before he died, when they put him on hospice. When they put him on hospice, you know, that was it. And it was fucked up too, because let me tell you, I was gone. I was living in Atlanta. If I would have knew about this shit, I would have came and beat some motherfucking ass, because my grandfather is a war vet, and he's a really cool person, but he can't stand violence. You know what I'm saying? And like with movies and shit, like he likes, you know, I mean, he likes like the old school westerns. That's what he liked. He liked the old school westerns and shit like that. But I remember the guy from hospice that came to the house and was sitting with him would be watching like scary fucking movies and rated R, you know, movies like, you know, slashers and, you know, all kinds of shit. And like my grandfather would ask him repeatedly to fucking, you know, change the channel, you know, to not watch the shit. And he just ignored him and kept watching that shit. And I told my mom at the time, I'm like, why the fuck didn't you do something? I was pissed off. You know what I'm saying? My mama said that she said some things, but, you know, when she's not there, you know, she can't really, you know, do anything. But we ended up firing that guy, or they ended up firing that guy. But I was so pissed off, torturing my grandfather. I mean, he's in a fucking bed, can't move, facing the TV, and the dude's sitting beside him on a fucking, you know, couch, you know, playing that violent, you know, saying shit, you know what I'm saying? I didn't like that. But yeah. But anyways, like I said, I'm kind of asking y'all for help, man. Like, I don't know what to do with my father, man. And I tried to talk to my mom about it. My mom's like, "There's really nothing that you know we can do." I'm like, "There's got to be something to help his brain or something." I don't know, man. But at least he quit drinking. He was a drinker. But he I don't know if I told you this already, or if it's a video I uploaded or didn't upload yet, but I know I said it before. I never knew he drank until I was a teenager, because, you know, he didn't want, you know, the kids in the house to see drinking. So he would go outside and drink outside and then come inside. I never fucking knew. I remember one time I was in like I think I was in 6th grade, something like that. 5th or 6th grade. I remember I went in the garage. I saw all these goddamn empty cans, and they were beer cans. I didn't realize there were beer cans back then. But there was a can that I didn't recognize, and I'm like, where the fuck did all these come from? You know what I'm saying? I had no idea where these motherfuckers came from, but I know, you know what I'm saying? I know now. But anyways, so he always tried to, you know, not drink around us and shit like that. And anyways, he got bad into it, like, after he got on disability, because, you know, his knees and shit like that, like, his legs locked up, you know what I'm saying? And then he had to have his knees replaced. And then the doctors, you know, he had issues with his heart. And the doctor's like, you know, the medicine that you're on now, you cannot have any alcohol. And the way your heart is, you cannot have any alcohol. And it took a couple years, but we finally got him to stop drinking. He still cheats. We know he does. We find cans here and there every once in a while. But yeah, I don't want to end up like that. Man, I don't want to be thinking about that shit right now. But let's see. Can y'all see that? Y'all see my back window? You know, the fucking interior is cool, but I gotta say, it did take some getting used to with the reflection. The reflection in the goddamn back window when I'm driving and I'm looking in my rear view and shit, and I see all that shit. It was a little distracting at first, but, you know, I kind of learned to just, you know, see through it and shit. Speaking of see through, remember them books where you open it up and like there's a picture in it, but you can't see the picture. I remember things. I remember I never could do it. I never could see it. And I'd always be asking, like, what is that? What is this? And sometimes I'd be thinking that people be lying. You're like, oh, that's a lion. Oh, that's an elephant. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't, what? Like, you gotta look through the book. Look through the book. I want to try it again. I haven't tried it since elementary school, but I want to try it again. I remember the first time I ever had a goddamn warhead. I was at my goddamn friend's house again, elementary school. I got a bunch of stories of elementary school. So, yeah, the first time I had a warhead, I put that motherfucker in my mouth. About 10 seconds later, I spit it out. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And my friend was laughing his ass off. But I remember back in the day, before I knew about sex, you know what I'm saying, like the physics of it and all that shit. You know, I thought that, you know, your ball sack was your bladder. You know what I'm saying? I used to think that your pee was stored in your ball sack, and whenever you got boners, that meant you had to pee. And I also thought that to get a girl pregnant, you peed on her crotch. You know what I'm saying? I knew women had vaginas and guys had penises. But this was before sex ed and all that shit, so I didn't know, you know, much about it. So I remember one time I was at my friend's house, and I was like, or was he at my house? I don't remember. But we found a Barbie doll, and I was like, I'm gonna have sex with this Barbie doll. So I went around the side of the house, and I pulled my dick in, and I pissed on the crotch. And I was like, I just had sex with the Barbie doll. I peed on it. So she's pregnant now. Goddamn stupid ass shit. And I remember my great aunt. She one time she was driving me somewhere, and she had the emergency brake. You know what I'm saying? Right here. You know, you hit the button and you yank it up. It was right down here. So I remember I was in the passenger seat and I was looking at it and I was like, what's this button do? She's like, don't hit that button. I was like, what? She's like, if you hit that button, the car will fly. And then at the time, I was thinking in my head kind of like the car just like transforming, you know what I'm saying, and flying, you know what I'm saying. I was like, oh man, that's so cool. I can't wait till I get a license. When I grow up and I hit that button, I want to have a car that has a button to make it fly. You know what I'm saying? But like thinking back, it's like maybe she told me that because she was like, you know, don't do that because it will fly, you know what I'm saying? Just making up some shit. Or she could have been logical about it, meaning if you hit that button, the car's gonna go and crash and flip over and go flying. You know what I'm saying? She might have meant it that way. I don't know. But the same goddamn aunt. Same damn aunt. I remember I went to her and I asked her what babies come from. And she told me, she said, when a woman wants to have her baby, she gets on her knees and she prays to God. And she asks God for a baby. And if God seems it's right for her to have a baby, she'll get pregnant. And for a long time, I believed that was how women get pregnant. Until I, you know, thought about or came up with the whole pissing thing. I don't know where pissing on a crotch, I don't know where that came from or how that came about, but yeah. No, I'll never. I want to tell you that story, but I am not going to tell you that story. That's just for my close friends. It's a funny story, though. Yeah. Where am I at? 58, damn, 59 minutes. I was thinking about making this, goddamn, bro, like, you know how long it's gonna take to upload this video? I was like, I might just, instead of making this a two-parter, you know what I'm saying, just make this like a 2-hour video. Yeah, that's probably gonna take 6 goddamn days, a whole fucking week to upload. I gotta find somewhere with some good upload speed, you know what I'm saying? I'll be wondering what is y'all's upload speed? Let me know in the comment section below. Because I be trying all different things. I be trying, the upload speed at like my parents' house with their Wi-Fi, at my house, and with my fucking my phone, the upload speed, and hotspotting upload speed, and the most I can ever get is like 1 3/4 fucking megabytes. That was the highest I've ever seen it. But usually it's at like, just under 1. And it's like ridiculous. Conspicuous can get with this flow. I think that was Busy Bone in one of his songs. The city is pretty shitty, in the clubs back in the. Man, I love the way Busy rap. I love the way he rap. See, that's another video I wanted to make, is like, I have a totally different outlook on music. And here we go, talk about music again. And I remember I was with this one group of artists, and I started telling some of the people, and they were very intrigued about, my different opinion on music. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I gotta figure out a way to try to explain it. So to give an example, when I first hear a song, in order for me to judge it, the first thing that pops up in my head, overall sound. Now, there's always exceptions. Remember the word exceptions? There's always exceptions, but for the majority, the sound of everything. The sound of the beat, the sound of the vocals, the sound of the effects. That's the first thing. Secondly, is delivery. How they are delivering their lyrics. It don't matter what the fuck they saying. It's how they saying it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a talent, because anybody can get out there and just say, Cat in the Hat is black and fat and I rap with a bat. You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody can just, rhyme anything. You know what I'm saying? But it's how you doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like Mystical. I liked Mystical. He had a unique voice. He rapped a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had a certain particular way that his delivery, you know what I'm saying? Lil Jon's another good example, you know what I'm saying? That's his delivery. Yeah! You know what I'm saying? Like, but like, that's what I look for. And then, after that, comes in, no. Delivery, right? No, wait, okay. Oh, tied in with delivery. Might be before, might be with, or just after, is cadences. Cadences is what I really like about music, you know what I'm saying? The rhyming patterns. How they're fucking rhyming, you know what I'm saying? How you making your voice is one thing, but how are you doing your rhyming patterns and stuff? You know what I'm saying? That's what I really like, you know what I'm saying? And then comes lyrics / theme of the song. I think that's last place. But but like I said, there are exceptions. There are some songs that have a fucking terrible ass beat, but the dude is like, you know what I'm saying, the lyrics are fucking fire. You know what I'm saying? Or the cadence is fire. You know what I'm saying? The creativity of it is fire. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, there are exceptions, but that's basically how I view music. You know what I'm saying? That's one reason why, you know what I'm saying, like Busy Bone is one of my top favorite rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of stuff you don't know what he's saying, but it's how you saying it with the beat, and then the rhyming patterns of how you saying it with the beat. You know what I'm saying? And I think I also kind of connected with him because, he has a high-pitched voice like me. And then, he's also, you know what I'm saying, a fucking mutt. You know what I'm saying? He's part fucking Italian like I am. You know what I'm saying? So, and he dealt with a lot of fucking shit being called too bright, too light, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I connected with him in a lot of motherfucking ways. You know what I'm saying? But, anyways. And that's why my 4th favorite artist is Outsider, which is a Korean rapper. I don't know what the fuck that dude be saying. I don't know a goddamn thing. But I love the way his rhyming patterns are. The way he flows. You know what I'm saying? And I just love that shit. You know what I'm saying? And people are like, well, you listen to K-pop. No, this ain't K-pop. This is Outsider. He's Korean's fastest motherfucking rapper. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing about fast rappers. I hate people that like Rebel XD that claim that they the fastest rapper. Motherfucker, you ain't saying shit. There's a difference. See, when you step into the fucking fast rapping fast rapping genre. There's a better word to use there. It might be society. The fast rapping thing, you know what I'm saying? Bruh, like, it's not just speed. You gotta be like, clear. You know what I'm saying? So Twisted Insane. You know what I'm saying? Me and him, we've always had good words between each other. We never had anything bad. I ain't trying to, say nothing bad against you, bro, if you ever see this. But, I'd say he's probably the fastest rapper that's tolerable to me. You know what I'm saying? Because you can still make out what he's saying on the majority of his things. Rebel XD, you don't know a goddamn thing. And Crucified, goddamn, don't even get me started on fucking Crucified. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because I hate Crucified. I don't understand a damn thing he's saying, but outsider, I don't understand a damn thing he's saying. But the way he raps and the way he flows is just so marvelous. You know what I'm saying? Again, I don't want to stick on one subject too long. Because you get me on certain subjects and I'll talk forever. And I don't want to bore certain people. See, there I go. You know what I'm saying? Why do I give a fuck? You know what I'm saying? Still got some dryness on my neck. I guess I'm not fully cured from them damn hives. But, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that dude that commented on my my other video talking about face tattoos. I think I've already told y'all this before. I told you about this before, but I was thinking about getting a face tattoo. And if I do get a face tattoo, I want it to be a Black Panther. You know how like Mike Tyson has those like lines going around like his eyes and shit like that? I want to have like a Black Panther like going around my eye. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. And I remember I told my mom about that. My mom was like, oh God, please, don't get a face tattoo. Don't get a face tattoo. I was like, Ma, it's my motherfucking body. If I want to get a face tattoo, I'm going to. But I haven't done it yet. I don't know. I really don't like needles. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like tattoos. Y'all probably have heard me say it before, but I'll tell you again. When I got these tattoos, was it the same night? Yeah, it was the same night. I think it took him like 2 or 3 hours. I can't remember. He was a beginner. You know, he was still, building up. He's done tattoos, but he had work to do. That's why it's not perfect. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I remember when he was doing my tattoos, I was drinking. I drank like 3 or 4 40s. I was thinking that drinking would fucking, make me numb and not, give a fuck about the goddamn, the needles and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to sound like a pussy or nothing. I just don't like needles. And, anyways, it didn't help. But it's funny because I didn't bleed at all. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, oh, you shouldn't be drinking when you're getting tattoos because you'll bleed and makes your blood thin and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I didn't bleed once. You know what I'm saying? But, like, it was straight. It was just certain spots that, like, I guess the nerve endings, you know what I'm saying, that really got it. And this was supposed to be filled in. You know what I'm saying? He did the outline of this, and then he filled it in. And then he did the outline of this, and he was going to fill it in, but it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, 1:30 in the morning, something like that. And we're like, fuck it, we just gonna finish the rest tomorrow. And I don't know, we just decided not to. You know what I'm saying? It was like, fuck it. But yeah. Another video I want to make that I've been trying to make, or not trying to make, but I've been wanting to get around to doing when I remember, is why I made this particular YouTube channel. Now, some of y'all might know, some of y'all might not know. This is like my 7th or 8th YouTube channel. I've been viral this is my 4th time being viral. So, going back to what I said on my other video, I know I'm going to be found one day because, like, bro, I've gone viral 4 motherfucking times. This just happens to be the biggest time I've gone viral, but I've gone viral 4 motherfucking times. And, anyways, the reasoning, See, I want to save it. I want to save it for the other video. Anyways, I got that. And I know some of y'all have been asking me about anime and shit like that. I started the script, you know, telling the whole history of whether I watch anime or not. And I don't remember if I finished it or not. I think I finished it, but I'm not quite sure. But I wanted to make that like a full presentation. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to make the video, like, I don't probably think you'll even see me. You know what I'm saying? It'll be like, I'll be showing clips of shit when I'm talking about this. I'm gonna show clips of that. When I'm talking about that, I'm gonna show clips of that. You know what I'm saying? And fucking mosquito. But that's another thing I have, you know, in the fucking goddamn queue. There's just, I don't know, man. It's like, I want to be doing these videos, but then it's like, fuck you, bitch. No, I'm not tweaking. It's a goddamn mosquito. I heard that motherfucker buzzing. But I gotta piss. Bitch, I hear you. Alright, let me piss and kill this mosquito. I'll be right back. Alright, I pissed, but maybe the mosquito followed me out of here. I don't know, but I don't hear him buzzing no more, so that's a good thing. But, you know, one thing that alright, so, my interior, right? I had a boo-boo. Yeah, I had a little boo-boo. So, right here, this thing, I don't remember what it's called. I just call it weather stripping. But, I pulled it off, and I painted it, right? And I put it back on, right? When I put it back on, I left a little gap here. It wasn't pushed in all the way. So, it was causing it to leak, and I wasn't even knowing. So, it was leaking and dripping down on my white carpet, dirtying it up. And I gotta get that bitch fucking clean now. But I found it and I fixed it, so it's not leaking no more. So that, there you are, bitch. Where'd you go? Another problem with the white interior. I don't know why, but you know, the sun is damaging parts of it. Like, some of it's turning a little yellow and some... Oh, you want to land on my... What, you gonna bite my phone? Really? Really? You better be glad I'm recording a video right now, because I would smack the fucking shit out of my goddamn phone right now like it owed me money. Anyways. What was I saying? Yeah, I don't know why it's leaving... It's hard to fucking see with these goddamn shades on. I saw him fly out. Okay. So... I don't know why it's turning some of my car yellow. You know what I'm saying? I'm like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Look like someone down there and took a fucking piss. Speaking of which, I don't know if this is true or not. Oh, I got two of them. I don't know if this is true or not. But I remember when I was 18 and I first got my first place, everybody wanted to come to my house. Let's go to Zeus' house. Yeah, let's go to Zeus' house party. You know what I'm saying? I didn't kind of mind, but it was at the point where it's like, there was always people there, always people spending the night. It's like, okay, motherfucker, I finally got my own house to myself, my own place. Can I walk around naked? Can I, like, enjoy the shit? You know what I'm saying? So I started, like, getting a little aggravated about some of my friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, the ones that stayed, you know, close by, you know what I'm saying? They kind of, you know, weren't that bad. But this one friend... He lived like 40 minutes away, you know what I'm saying? So, and he didn't have a ride. He didn't have a car. So it's like he would always have to have a ride to leave. So he would come and then he would spend like a week, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, like, it's time to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to enjoy my motherfucking house. So anyways, one night we was all drinking and shit like that. And I was like, bro, like, you can't, I already done told him that he wasn't spending the night again tonight. I was like, it was time for him to go. You know what I'm saying? Go for a couple days, you know what I'm saying? Then he could come back, you know what I'm saying? But bro, you've been here for like over a week, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, he got mad. We was all drinking and smoking and shit. And he got mad. And I heard, as he was walking out of my house, my car door was unlocked. He opened the back seat of my car door and pissed all over my fucking back seat. I don't know. Like, when I got in the car the next day, I didn't smell any pee. I don't know if that really happened or not. I don't know. Rewind back a couple more years, back to when I was about 16 years old. Oh, that's another video I wanted to make of talking about alcohol, how I started drinking, what I like to drink, the progress of it through my life. Excuse me. Now I'm starting to remember shit. So, anyways, yo, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was about 16 years old, right? We was at the party house. You know, I told you about that in the other. Well, actually, we had a couple party houses, but there was one main party house. Anyways, we were at the main party house, and I remember I was drinking some beer, and I had to piss, and I don't know why I didn't take my beer in there, but like when you walk into the bathroom, there's like a hallway that's like 3 feet long, and then there's the bathroom door. You know, there's like a teeny ass motherfucking hallway, and then in the hallway there's shelves for all the shit that you need. You know, all the shit for the bathroom and shit. So as I'm walking to the bathroom, I'm like, and I put it on the goddamn shelf, open the door, go inside, and I pee. And you know, sometimes when you be peeing while drinking, you pee for like goddamn 5 minutes. Anyways, so I come back out, and I open the door, I grab the beer. You know what I'm saying? Walk back in the other room with everybody else and shit like that. Now, I don't know if this happened or not, but I was told that same dude who supposedly, maybe you're not, pissed on my back seat of my car, he pissed a little bit in my fucking bottle while I was in the bathroom. And I wouldn't drink it anymore. But still to this fucking day, well, not to this day, I say the last time I talked to him, we're not going to talk about that, but God rest his soul. Last time I talked to him was probably about 2 or 3 years. I think it was 3 years ago. Anyways, ever since up to that time, I never believed him because he would always be like, I was just fucking with you. I was like, no, you pissed in my beer, motherfucker. You pissed in my beer, and that's fucked up, man. And like, he's always, every time that shit got brung up when we was hanging out, he would start laughing. He's like, bruh, I'm telling you, I was just fucking with you. I didn't piss in your beer. I'm like, yeah, you did, and you peed in the back of my car too. And he starts laughing even more. He's like, bruh, I didn't do it. I was just saying that to fuck with you. And I was like, nah, I don't believe you. So, I don't know. He was making, you know what I'm saying, even like 10, 15 years later, you know, you would think that he would like, you know, admit to like, yeah, I did piss in your beer. So maybe he didn't. But for a fucking 10, 15 goddamn years, I was thinking that motherfucker did do that shit. And there was something else I was thinking about, goddamn, the same around time frame that I was going to be telling you about. What was it? Damn, I hate when that happens. I had another fucking thing to tell you when I was telling that, and I was like, okay, let me finish this before I tell you that. Oh, yeah, I remember now. So, another night at the old house, you know what I'm saying, like, me and this dude, like, we would get high. We would, like, one of the things that we would do is, like, I don't know why, but we would be on, like, missions. We would go on, like, missions to do things, you know what I'm saying? Like, the mission to find more weed and steal it out of the dude's truck. We would go on missions, and it would be fun. So anyways, there was a mission that we were going to fuck with everybody else there. There was like a little party, you know what I'm saying? There was like maybe like 20 people or something like that. It wasn't like one of those house parties where like, it was just, you know, friends coming over and, you know. So like, it was me and my group of friends, and then there was another person and their group of friends. So like, me and him, we was like, hey, let's fuck with like this guy's friends. So we went to the hallway closet, you know what I'm saying, with the next to the bathroom. I found some laxatives. And we started going around dropping laxatives in everybody's beer. And then somebody was fucking cooking spaghetti on the stove. I dropped a couple laxatives in the fucking spaghetti in the boiling water and mixed it up while no one was around. You know what I'm saying? But no one ended up shitting that I know of. Because I found out later they were depositories. Depository? Is that how you say it? Depository. And I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? I just saw the word laxative on the bottle. And then later we read the bottle again and it said, you know, so I guess that's why nobody fucking was shitting up the story. We was thinking it was going to be funny as shit, you know what I'm saying? Everybody running to the bathroom, you know. Again, you know, we're like fucking 16 years old, you know what I'm saying? And we're drunk and we're high. We think that shit's fucking funny and cool. But, you know. Yep, 100%. 119 minutes. I'm gonna try to go to 2 hours on this one. Motherfucking bird. I don't know, what kind of stories do y'all like to hear about? That might help me narrow some shit down. I just gotta get reminded of something real quick. I gotta get reminded of something. Excuse me. Fuck it. I'll tell you the story of how I started drinking beer. This isn't the video of alcohol where I'm talking about when I first started drinking and the progress of it. And I'm just going to put you a little preview. You know what I'm saying? So, I want to say I was about 15 years old. You know what I'm saying? I think that's when we started hanging out at the party house. And there was one person that was younger than me, but he wasn't around that much. I don't know what it is. It's like my whole life I've always hung around older people. And partly because, I was the youngest in my family. And, my sister was a lot older and I would hang out with her friends and shit like that. And I don't know, maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. But I've always hung around older people. So anyways, I was the young one. And which was another thing that kind of like made me, bond with Busy because Busy was the baby of the group. So anyways, back to the story. Where was I? Bitch, I got you. Yeah, motherfucker. Damn it. Okay, I was about 15 years old. So, we started drinking and stuff like that. I already had alcohol before, but this is like when Anyways, I didn't like beer. Every one of them, they liked the beers. Me, I liked what they called the girly drinks. You know what I'm saying? I like the wine coolers. I like the fucking, Smirnoff, Bacardi Silvers. The fucking, not the Smirnoff liquor, the Smirnoff, malt beer, malt liquors. And, or like, what was that one I really liked? Hurricane Jack Daniel's Hurricane Punch. I ain't gonna tell that story. But anyways, that's the kind of drinks I like. But they would always make fun of me. You know what I'm saying? Because they all drank beer. You know what I'm saying? They all drink Bud Light and shit. They're like, oh, you pussy. You a pussy. You a girl. You drinking all them girly drinks. You know what I'm saying? I remember I was like, no, motherfucker, this beer tastes like shit. I don't want to drink that shit. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, they kept trying to get me to do it. They kept trying. So finally, eventually, I tried it here and there, and I was like, yo, this is nasty. So what started happening was, like, I would drink, like, one or two of the, the other drinks. I would get buzzed, you know what I'm saying? And then I would have, like half a beer, and I could drink it. It wasn't that bad. And it just started progressing more and more, you know what I'm saying? And then it got to the point where I didn't have to have anything else to get a buzz before drinking Bud Light. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I like, and now I fucking love beer. People be like, man, beer is nasty. I'm like, girl, you just don't know. Beer is amazing. It's an acquired taste. You just got to get used to it. That's the only thing. You got to get used to it. Then you end up loving that shit. You know what I'm saying? But, I remember one time, when I was a teenager too, I was having a little party while my parents was at work and shit, and we was drinking and smoking. Obviously the smoking, you can get rid of the shit, you know what I'm saying? You smoke to the end, you know what I'm saying? But when we was drinking, we had all these bottles and shit, and it's like, what? So what I used to do is I used to bury the bottles. Before my parents came home from work and shit like that, I would go out in the backyard and I would just dig a hole and fucking throw the bottles in there. Because I had no way of getting rid of them bitches. I was like, how the fuck am I going to get rid of these? I can't put them in the trash. My parents going to see that shit. I remember it was one time. Alright, so my dad didn't drink in the house, right? Then when I got to an adult, you know what I'm saying? He knew that I knew he drank. So he had a little mini fridge in the house. And that was his fridge. Nobody touches his fridge. And that's one thing about my family. Hold on, pause. Hopefully I'll remember this story before I go back to it. Anyways, so one thing about my family is when we have our own shit, that's our own shit. Nobody else touches it. That's his fridge. Nobody touches his fridge. Those are his CDs. Nobody touches his CDs. This is my shit. Nobody touches my shit. You know, this is my mom's, coffee. Nobody touches my mom's. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's how it is. And then I go to other people's houses, other people's families, and it's like, okay, this is mine. Don't touch it. And then they touch the shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Bruh. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember this. I can't believe this one dude. I told him those were my motherfucking goldfishes. And now I caught that motherfucker with his hand in the fishbowl. Not the fishbowl, but you know what I'm talking about. The fucking goddamn carton. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted a couple. And bitch, I told you those are my goddamn motherfucking fishes. Anyways, I don't like it, you know what I'm saying? But that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? We respect our boundaries. You know what I'm saying? We respect each other's boundaries. And that's one thing that's missing from a lot of people nowadays. Anyways. So he had his fridge, which he would have his lunch for, like, when he goes to work the next day, he would put it in there. And then he had, like, usually have like a 6-pack or maybe 2 6-packs of beers in there. And I think that was basically all he had. Maybe like some sandwich meat, you know what I'm saying? But like, I remember one time, I think I was 17, and he was gone at work. I was at the house, and I was talking to my friend on the phone, and I was like, man, I ain't got no weed, I ain't got no beer, I ain't got shit, man, I want to get fucked up. And he's like, what about your dad's beer? Your dad ain't got no. I was like, man, I can't go in my dad's fridge. I was like, I can't do that shit. And he's like, man, he won't know. I was like, yeah, he will. I was like, he'll notice. I mean, it's a fucking 6-pack of bottles. He's gonna know that if the perfect 6-pack is broken up or not. He's like, just fill them back up with water. So I did. I drank the beers, and then I filled them back up with fucking goddamn water, and then I screwed the top on as best as I could and put them back in the fridge. And then later, I don't think it was the same day. I don't think he ever said anything to me right then and there. But it was like a year or two later, I asked him about it. And he's like, yeah, I drank one of them, and I was like, damn, this tastes like water. And then he said by the time he got to the second or third one, he realized that I was fucking with him. So he got back at me. When I turned 21, it was 40s. You know what I'm saying? And I would keep the fridge stocked with goddamn 40s. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when I was living in Atlanta at the time, you know what I'm saying? And when I came down to visit, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm going to bring a whole case of 40s with me. So, I put them bitches in the fridge, and my dad fucking took 2 of them. I was like, hold on, motherfucker. You drank my motherfucking beer? What the fuck, bro? He's like, hey, remember what you did with that water in my beers? I was like, man, all right. I was like, still, though, you could have asked. That's the thing. Like, if you want something, just ask for it. More than likely, I'm going to give it to you. Don't take the shit. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, I already done told you about that goddamn story before. I'm going to tell you a goddamn fucking again how I got pissed off at these 2 motherfuckers. So, this was... Do I even need to tell you all the fucking years? I don't know why I feel like it's... appropriate? Is that the right word? Necessary? Hold on. I don't even know why I feel like it's necessary to even specify the years and shit. But anyways. So, rewind back about 6 years ago. Something like that. 7 years. 6, 7 years. This is the time, if y'all remember the videos that I had up before, living with a meth head. This is back then. This is that house. I'm telling this one story again. I think I already told y'all. So anyways, I was living in this apartment. It was me and 2 other guys. One of them was a meth head, which really doesn't matter for this story. And the other guy was, party dude. He didn't really do meth. He just loved to drink and smoke weed and party. Party all the time, party all the time. Anyways, so one night, the party dude's gone. He wasn't there. I'm gone. I come into the place, and Meth Head is there with one of his guy friends, which me and him became kind of cool too. And I think there was 3 girls, And I was like, oh, 2 guys, 3 girls, I'm a guy, so okay. You know what I'm saying? So I decided to join a little party. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, we all chilling, we having a good time, and yada, yada, yada. And then I remember, oh, damn, I don't know if I should say this first or say that first. So anyways, at one point in time, Meth Head and the one, so there's 2 girls that I kind of like. And I think it was the one that I clicked with the most. They went into the kitchen and they were getting something to eat. And like, I was talking to the other girl that I kind of liked. So anyways, after a minute or two, I'm like, damn, they've been in the kitchen for a long ass motherfucking time. And I know Meth Head. He really don't have no motherfucking food like that. You know what I'm saying? It's mostly me and the party animal. We the ones that have most of the food in the house. You know what I'm saying? Meth Head don't have that much food. And I'm just like, what the fuck are they doing in the kitchen? They've been in the kitchen for like 5-10 goddamn minutes. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, they come back. And then it's the end of the night. You know what I'm saying? Fast forward to the end of the night. Nothing else is relevant. I wake up the next morning. Now, at this point in my life, every morning, which I'm kind of back to that now anyway, I have fruit first thing in the morning. I wake up, eat some fruit. I had a mango that I had bought that I was going to have for breakfast. I go into the kitchen, I'm like, where the fuck's my mango? And then there's a fucking goddamn knife with mango residue on it. I see some mango juices on the countertop. And I look in the trash can and I see some mango scams. And I'm like, oh, hell no. That's what they were doing in the goddamn kitchen last night. And that's why they stayed in the kitchen. Meth Head knew that was my motherfucking goddamn mango. And he ate it with that goddamn girl. I was pissed. You know what I'm saying? But Meth Head tends to disappear a lot. So he was gone for a couple days again. But like the other dude that he had, that became a mutual friend of ours, you know what I'm saying? He stopped by, you know, with or without him sometimes, you know, just to chill. And anyways, he brought those girls over again. Meth Head wasn't here. It was me, him, and the girls again. And I was sitting next to the girl. And I know I came off, and I did this on purpose. I took it to the next level on purpose to make a point. We all having a good time and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Chilling, talking, smoking, drinking. And I just said to a girl, I was like, hey, let me ask you something. She like, what? I was like, how would you feel if I took your pussy without asking? She was like, I wouldn't like that. I said, exactly. So why the fuck did you take my mango last night? And she was like, what are you talking about? And then that's when I got everybody's attention in the fucking room. I was like, yeah, when you and Meth Head went into the kitchen, y'all ate my motherfucking mango. And she was like, no, we didn't do that. I was like, yeah, you did, because it was there before y'all went in there. And then when I woke up in the morning to eat it for breakfast, it wasn't there. And then old dude jumps in. He's like, bro, you were like, you were fucked up last night. You probably ate it without knowing and went to sleep. I was like, no. I don't eat fruit before I go to bed. I don't give a fuck how fucked up I am. You're not supposed to eat fruit before going to bed. I wouldn't have done that. That's number one. Number two, I don't eat mangoes with a motherfucking knife. You know what I'm saying? I peel the skin off with my fingernail and I eat it holding it. You know what I'm saying? I don't chop it into pieces. You know what I'm saying? No, I learned how to eat mangoes from a certain person, and that's how I do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't need no motherfucking knife. I was like, that's not me. I didn't eat that motherfucking shit. And she's like, well, I didn't eat it. I was like, well, that's cool. If you don't want to admit it, that's cool. Just don't take shit that don't belong to you anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, if you would have asked, it would have been okay. You know what I'm saying? I would have been like, yeah, you can have the mango. You know what I'm saying? I would have known that when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to have to have something else. But when I wake up in the morning and I want my motherfucking breakfast mango and it ain't there, I was pissed, bro. I was pissed. And then, I think I already told this story before too, but I'm going to say it again. Meth Head had a cat. One day, he was out, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, he disappeared for days and he'd come back. He came back one day with a kitten. And then that became like the house cat or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But he would take the cat with him a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? And then fast forward, one time he left with the cat and he came back and we never saw the cat again. It's like, what the fuck happened to the cat? And he's like, you know, I opened the door and she ran off. And then I was like, man, you fucking got high probably and fucking lost. Because we were on his ass about quitting meth. You know, we were trying to help him out. Like, bro, just smoke some weed. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you ain't got to do meth. We were on his ass trying to get him to quit. You know, trying to help him out. So he would sneak off, get high on meth, and then, you know, he'd come back. But anyways, so all the money he ever got, he would always, you know, buy meth with it. He never really had that much money for food, let alone cat food. So he would get cat food every once in a while, but then, you know, party animal, he would feel bad about the cat, so he would buy some, you know, cat food to feed the cat. Me, that's not my cat. That's not my responsibility. I ain't finna waste my money on it. I'll pet the cat. I'll play with the cat. You know, I'll teach her some tricks. But I ain't finna feed it. I ain't finna do nothing that costs money because that ain't my responsibility. You know what I'm saying? That's your cat. You named it. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna get to that other thing. That other thing happened. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, that's your motherfucking cat then, bro. So I keep tuna in my cabinet. We all had our cabinets. Why the fuck? All right, we had our own cabinets. There's no reason for any of us to go in somebody else's cabinet. I had tuna in my cabinets, and I had a can missing one day. I'm like, where the fuck did my goddamn can of tuna go? I was pissed off, bro. I was pissed. And come to find out, party animal took my goddamn tuna and fed it to the cat. He's like, bro, we need to feed the cat something. I'm like, bro, that's not my responsibility or your responsibility, bro. That's his motherfucking cat. You know what I'm saying? Second of all, why don't you go out and buy a goddamn can of tuna? Why are you taking my tuna? That's my tuna, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I got pissed off about that can of tuna. It's the principle of it. I don't give a fuck. Tuna only costs 69 cents a can. Bruh, it's the principle. You took that shit. You went in my cabinet when you had no business even putting your hand on the fucking knob to open the bitch. And then you took the goddamn can without asking or telling me. I had to find out. I'm like, hold on. I'm missing a can of fucking tuna. Where the fuck is... You know what I'm saying? So then at that goddamn house, I had to fucking start switching shit up and put my goddamn food in the goddamn cooler. You know what I'm saying? And keep it right by me while I'm sleeping and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because people like to steal food and shit. Man. If you just ask, it'd be a different story. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Do y'all want to hear some more stories about meth head? Living with a meth head? I got some more I could tell you, but I've already told the stories again, so I'm gonna be repeating them unless a new one pops up in my head. But I think I should move on to another subject. And it's getting a little dark in here. I could probably take my shades off and y'all won't even notice my eye being swollen and red. I need to get a light in here or something. I never attached my dome light. Oh. I forgot about that. Yeah. Now my battery's gonna go dead. Wait. So it don't matter. Oh wait. Both of them are on. Oh, all my lights are on. Fuck. Shit. All my lights turned on. See, what's wrong with that goddamn light? Something's wrong with my light. There's the light on this side, under the dash. I see that. The light on this side, on the passenger side, under the dash. Something's wrong with it. I kind of see it, but I feel like something's blocking it. Anyways, I gotta fucking piss again. That's the only thing I hate about beer. The only thing I hate about beer is having the fucking piss all the time. And people are like, well, why not just drink some liquor, have a couple shots? You know what I'm saying? But like the thing about me is like I like to constantly indulge on something, constantly give myself something. You know what I'm saying? That's all. I like to sip on my beer. Sip, 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 sip. You know what I'm saying? If I drink a shot, you know, I can't sip. I tried that one time at the club. Let me tell you. I went to the club. I was like, yo, I don't want to come up here every fucking 5 minutes asking for another fucking drink. I was like, here's some money. Give me as much liquor as you can. That fucking bartender gave me a fucking wine glass filled to the brim with liquor. Bruh, I was just walking around sipping that motherfucker. I was fine, but then all of a sudden I just cut off. I don't remember shit. I remember finishing it. And I remember when I put the glass down, it just shattered into a million pieces. I was like, why the fuck? So I'm guessing I was so drunk I didn't realize I was putting the glass down as hard as I was. I thought I was just placing it on the goddamn table. I just fucking, and it fucking shattered to me. I was like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? I was so fucked up. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I like to be steadily sipping. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to, have a shot and then I have nothing to fucking ADHD. You know what I'm saying? I always got to be doing something. I always got to be moving. Always got to be fidgeting with something. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I like to be steadily sipping on a beer. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When I'm smoking, you know what I'm saying? I like to steadily be smoking. Steadily be smoking. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, let me tell you this embarrassing thing. Like, bro, like that same night after I broke the glass, I don't remember shit, but I was there with some friends, and I thought it would be funny, so I did it to be funny, but everybody else didn't know that I was doing it to be funny. They thought that I was serious. You know what I'm saying? So my friend was like, bro, we gotta go. And I was like, I ain't ready to go yet. You know what I'm saying? There's too many fly shouters in here I gotta holler at. So he picks me up and he starts saying, I'm like, hey bro, what you doing? He's like, bro, we gotta go, man. Look what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Because we was at a special occasion. You know what I'm saying? We was like 2 hours out. And we had to drive back home. And it was already like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. He's like, bro, we got to hit the road. We got to get home. I was like, we can stay a little longer. He's like, no, bro, we got to go. We need to go. And like, I kind of feel bad. Because like, people were like looking at it. Like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you getting removed. Your friend like but see, like, I was like kind of like doing it to like be funny, you know what I'm saying? Like the things I was saying, the way I was acting, I thought it was funny, you know what I'm saying? And yeah. And then we got to the parking lot, and I'm just fucking like, bleh, 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 bleh. Yeah. And then I remember the next time we went out, they're like, you ain't gonna be like you was last time. But I was like, no man, I was just fucking. See, they thought that I was real, and I was like, bro, like you thought I was for real? You thought that was really me? I was like, no, I was just fucking with y'all trying to be funny. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what happens, man. You shouldn't try to be funny. You should just be funny the way you are. And that happens a lot. It's like, sometimes when I try to be funny, I'm funny. You know what I'm saying? But half the time when I try to be funny, it's not funny. But when I don't try to be funny, it's funny. Ain't that funny? You know what I'm saying? It's like whenever I try to be yeah, you know what I'm saying? Y'all motherfuckers ain't dumb out there. Well, some of y'all are. The way the comments y'all be making and shit. I do not want my battery running dead. Oh shit. Oh, they're in the ignition. My engine's loud as fuck. Damn, I feel like listening to some music. I didn't realize it got dark. I might end this pretty soon. I might tell a couple more stories. Yeah, I'm gonna make it to 2 hours and then I'll fucking quit it. I'm just curious what song's coming on next. It's on random. I want to know.
Let me show you how it feels to touch the sky. We can both be who we are because tonight.
Don't want to get hit with the goddamn motherfucking copyrights, but yeah, that's Twisted and Do or Die. Tonight. I like that album. What album was that? Summer 95, I think that was the name of that album. Or Summer 95 or Summer 96. But yeah, I like that album, you know what I'm saying? Like, he got back to his roots. Here we go, talking about music. Don't talk about music. Let me fucking pee and I'll be right back. Every time I get in the car, no matter what I'm walking on, stomp my feet on the goddamn thing to get as much of the dirt and shit off of my shoe as possible. Let me tell you something. I don't think I'm ever gonna let any motherfucker ride in this car again since I got the interior done. There is this one person that didn't understand that there are rules in life. And when it's my shit, I I make my own motherfucking rules. Like, bro, how would you feel if I came to your house, in the middle of your living room, I dropped my pants, took a squat, and shit on your goddamn living room floor? How would you feel? You have a rule against that, right? Hey, I have a rule in my house. Don't be shitting on my living room floor. Right? Right? And people should obey that. Right? Right? Just like, go to some people's houses and they have the take your shoes off rule. You know what I'm saying? True, I prefer them to let me know ahead of time so I can make sure I don't have on any socks that have holes in them. You know what I'm saying? But, I respect the rule. I go to somebody's house, hey, leave your shoes by the door. I respect your rule. This car, there are rules before entering the car, and this person did not want to abide by the rules. And I said, well, you ain't fucking getting in this goddamn car. You can find your own way to where you need to go. I'm about to leave unless you do what you need to do in order to get in the car. It ain't nothing to do with you. It's everybody. Anybody that wants to get in this car has to wash their fucking hands first and put something over their goddamn feet. It's just how it is. And if you have dirty clothes on, like you've been working in the field or rolling around in dirt, working on a car, bro, you ain't getting in this motherfucking car with them dirty clothes. It's this white interior, bro. I'm trying to keep it white as long as possible. There's probably a punchline somebody could fucking... Anyways, she didn't, you know what I'm saying? So I gave in a little, and she gave in a little. And I was like, this is the only and last time you getting in my motherfucking car. You ain't getting in my car no more. Like, bro, it's so simple, bro. This is my car. My car. It's my motherfucking rules. Just like no smoking, no drinking, and no eating. No smoking, no drinking, and no eating in my car. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I just don't understand what is so difficult to understand about that. Now, it's my car. If I want to break the rules in my motherfucking car, I can. It's my motherfucking car. You know what I'm saying? You do not get to break the rules in my motherfucking... I know, bruh, I got so much I could tell you, but I ain't gonna do it. Fuck it, I am. I'm gonna tell you this one thing. Bruh, she got in my goddamn car, all of a sudden I saw her smacking on some like motherfucking shit. I'm like, are you eating? Are you eating in my car? She like, no, I got some gum. I was like, oh, okay. That bitch didn't have gum. She was eating some fucking goddamn candy. She left the goddamn wrapper in between the fucking door and the seat, down there. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that lying-ass motherfucking bitch was eating in my car and told me she was chewing some gum. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's so simple. Just respect the rules. You know what I'm saying? Especially if like you go into Burger King or something like that, right? And you getting some food. No eating in the car. Say Burger King is right around the corner. It takes like 2 minutes to get there and 2 minutes to come back. What is it to wait 2 motherfucking minutes to eat your goddamn food? It's still gonna be hot. You know what I'm saying? 2 fucking minutes. But I gotta steadily watch you. Make sure you ain't fucking eating the goddamn shit. Bitch, respect my motherfucking authority, as Cartman says. You know what I'm saying? Bro, respect and principle in the matter is really fucking big when it comes to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro. And then see, I knew I shouldn't open this can of worms because I got a lot to say.
We were made to shine, baby, tonight.
All right, don't want to get a copyright claim. Where's my fucking lighter? So, I think there was another story I was gonna tell you about, but I got thrown off track. Oh, you want to text me now? Oh, okay. You gonna go all day yesterday without texting me, and now you gonna text me? See, that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, don't text them back. See how long it takes them to text you. She went a whole day without texting me. Didn't text me at all yesterday. Wait, did she? Did she text? I think she texted me good morning. I think that's all she did was text me good morning. But she didn't call me, didn't text me at all yesterday and last night. Or this morning. Don't text me now. How you doing? I mean, it's cool. Everybody got a life. Everybody busy, you know what I'm saying? But, you know. One too many hoes up on my dick. What y'all know about that song? I know y'all don't. Unless you're from around her. Then you know the song. I was gonna tell y'all something. About something. But I don't remember what it was. See, I'm not the person to type to the boast and brag, you know what I'm saying? But like, sometimes when people be saying some shit, I'm like, bitch, do you know what I've fucking done in my life? You know what I'm saying? Just because I don't run around, you know what I'm saying, like, oh yeah, you know, Shotty Low is one of my clients. Don't mean I have to go around telling everybody, even though I just told you. But yeah, don't mean I have to go around doing the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I remember his manager. Did I tell you the story already? Man, his manager, what was her goddamn name? Give me a minute. Fuck, what was her name? Damn it! I'll remember in a minute. But anyways, me and her had a little thing going on. I remember when I first met her, we were making the arrangement for me doing the work with Shotty Low. I don't remember how it came about. But I think somehow feet came up. And I said something about, oh, I'll rub your feet, girl. And she started giggling. She's like, oh, really? You will? I said, yeah, what's up? She said, all right, then. Oh, I almost had it. I almost had her name. Almost had it. I know there's A is the second letter. I think that's her last name though. Her last name, A is the second letter. But anyways, I should have acted on it. I didn't act on it. I should have, but I didn't. And that's the thing. That's the thing. I get sick and tired of motherfuckers talking about, oh, you thirsty. Oh, you were sick. Nigga, I ain't motherfucking thirsty or sick. There ain't nothing wrong with treating a woman or talking to a woman how they should be treated and talked to. You know what I'm saying? Oh, God, I got a lot of stuff I could say. But, like, bruh, just because I flirt with a woman don't mean that I'm thirsty. There's a lot of times I've been flirting with women and never even fucking do anything about it. You know what I'm saying? I remember this one time I was walking through the goddamn mall. This girl was holding up a fucking dress, looking at her, and I was like, oh yeah, that's gonna look real good on you, girl. That's nice. That's gonna, you know what I'm saying? And she started giggling, like, oh, thank you. I just kept on walking. I didn't bother to get her number. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with fucking complimenting a woman. That don't mean you fucking thirsty. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that ain't fucking simping. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what the fuck wrong with these goddamn people. See, what y'all doing is y'all making the society worse. You know what I'm saying? Because you are telling people out there using the words thirsty and simping for men to stop being nice to women. There is no reason that a man don't need to be nice to a woman and compliment her for no reason at all. You know what I'm saying? Why does the only time a man have to compliment a woman or flirt with a woman, it gotta be because he either thirsty or he trying to get her number to fuck? Why can't you just be nice to random people for no fucking reason? You know what I'm saying? Fucking society is fucking shit. I hate this shit. We need to go back in time. Well, wait. Back in time. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about the 50s. The women didn't really have it that good in the 50s. But you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? We damn sure ain't headed in the right direction. I'll tell you that. Damn it, what was the other thing I was going to tell you? I thought of it when I said I had so much to tell you. Simping. Thirsty. Treating women. Oh, yeah. Me personally, I don't know how other people are, but I don't treat two people the same way. We gonna narrow it down to women. I don't treat two women the same kind of way ever. It's just how you are is how I treat you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, how I treat one woman is not how I'm gonna treat another woman. You know what I'm saying? No two people on this planet are the same. I mean, even though there's a lot of cookie cutter motherfuckers out there, still, you know what I'm saying? People aren't the same. So I don't treat people the same. You know what I'm saying? And it goes to women. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm with this girl and I'm treating her a certain way, don't mean if I'm with you, I won't treat you that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it depends who you are, how you treat me. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, I ain't the same with everybody. You know what I'm saying? It just depends how you know what I'm saying? It's a give and take type of thing. I fucking hate narcissists, man. Narcissists, man. Like, we ain't gonna get on that subject. That's gonna open a can of worms. There's a couple women that I came across lately that were narcissists. Speaking of which, I've been wanting to make a video about this. I don't know if she gonna see this, but I want to say that I gotta be careful with my words. I always liked you and appreciated you. Fuck the bullshit. No, I don't want to be with you. I mean, it would be nice. I mean, you were cool as far as I knew. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't trying to hook up with you. I ain't trying to rekindle nothing. I'm just saying I enjoyed our time together. That's what I want to say. I enjoyed our time together. Wish it could have been longer, but, you know, that chapter's closed. We'll leave it at that. There's probably like 4 or 5 women that are going to be thinking that it's them. That's only one girl that I'm talking about. One woman that I'm talking about. But going back to talking about my car for a second while I think of something else to talk about. I don't know, y'all probably don't like me talking about my car. I don't give a fuck. So remember, I got a customized dashboard. I had to take my speedometer, what is it, cluster, what the fuck is it called? The cluster, god damn it, we're just gonna call it speedometer. I can't remember the word for it. When I took it apart, you know, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to take it apart, but I did. And you know, you got the gas gauge, you got the voltage, oil, temperature, RPMs, and the speedometer. So, which one was that? One of them I think don't even fucking work anymore. And the speedometer one has an issue. It don't, you know how speedometer is supposed to go with how fast you're driving? Mine don't do that no more. It jumps. It'll like go to like 10 and then it'll stop, then it'll jump to 15, then it'll jump to 18, then it'll jump to 23. Like it jumps. So it's like I never really know exactly how fast I'm going, but I know about how fast I'm going because I fucked it up by pulling the things off, and you know, because you're not supposed to pull the fucking needles off. You gotta, you know, but I had to pull the needles off, you know what I'm saying, to customize it the way I wanted to, you know what I'm saying? But fuck it, you know what I'm saying? The other day, I think it was stuck on like 45. I was like, I know I'm not going 45. I think I'm going about 30. I was like, I know that I think it's stuck on 45 right now. And but then it fixed itself. But yeah. So, you know, if you're doing some customization, be careful about that shit. One moment, and we're gonna be at 2 hours. And there was something else I was thinking about a couple minutes ago that I was gonna talk about. Don't remember what it was. I should have fucking ended this at 2 hours, but I'm kind of feeling good. You know what I'm saying? I've always been a fan of fucking show and tell. You know what I'm saying? I like telling stories. You know what I'm saying? I love sharing my experiences. I like it. I enjoy it a lot. I don't know why, but I like sharing. You know what I'm saying? And I remember this one girl I was talking to, she's so goddamn private. And it's like, why the fuck are you so goddamn private? I just don't understand. And I asked her, I was like, yo, like, just explain it to me. Like, make me understand. Why are you so private with certain things? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm just an open ass person. Like, I just like say goddamn anything and everything to basically anybody. You know, I don't care. Bruh, my life is an open book. I done told people 1,000 times that shit before. There's some things that I'm saving to tell at a later date, but I have no secrets other than my fucking like Netflix passwords and shit like that. I have no fucking secrets. And I don't know why other people aren't like that. I don't understand it. What's the point of being so secretive? Not talking about shit. I just don't get it. So what? You know what I'm saying? That's what I was going to talk about. But I really do think that needs to be a video on its own. Is that the story I want to end this on? Because, I mean, this is a good thing, I think. But at this late in the goddamn video, like, how many people are actually going to hear these stories? You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. I'll make another video about it in the future. But I'll briefly tell you. Mythologies. Do you know what a mythology is? If you don't, Google it real quick. Pause the video. Come back. So, whether you believe it or not, Christianity is a mythology. Look it up. Go back to Google. Look it up. So, with that being said, if Christianity is a fucking mythology, who said that everybody in the entire world is going to accumulate time with Christianity if it's one of the thousands of mythologies? When did we make it a worldwide fucking law that, okay, we're starting today. Today's day one, year one. The whole fucking aspect of time is focused on Christianity, which is a mythology. You got BC and AD, which deals with Jesus Christ before death, after death, and before Christ. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what about the people that don't believe in Jesus? What about the people that don't believe in Christianity and these other things? Why did we decide to start time with Jesus? Does anybody ever think about that? Why him? Why then? Why Christianity? You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about this. The white man came around. The white man, you know, Britain and England and all them motherfucking goofy ass motherfuckers with the fucked up teeth looking like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, they came around and like, hey, this is Christianity. You gonna like it whether you like it or not. And this is how we doing things. So we're just all supposed to go with it? So if somebody comes up to you with a goddamn foot-long dildo and say, hey, I'm gonna fuck you in the ass with this, you're just supposed to bend over and take it? Like, why the fuck are we all just blindly going along with this? Saying, yeah, that's how we're going to accumulate time and the date. Why? You know what I'm saying? It's just another form of the white man seeking control over the world. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that shit. first of all, why the fuck are we doing that? Why start then? Why start? That's day one. 2023 years ago. But see, what if all that was a lie? Because yeah, all it was just our parents telling our parents telling our parents. Wait, I said that wrong, didn't I? All it was our parents being told by their parents, being told by their parents, being told by their parents. But how far back does it go? Like, bro, like, was there even a day one? We don't know. All this shit could just be made up. Do I need to pull out my gun? What's up? What's the cap on the motherfucker's ass? But maybe that was a sign. No, but I heard something. I don't know. I'm gonna play the video back. I heard something out there. But I remember one time. I ain't even gonna tell you that story, but it was funny. Anyways, I'm gonna finish this beer. Should I finish the beer now? Hold on, let me see if there's anything else I want to talk about. I don't even think I really talked about shit tonight. Like I said earlier at the beginning of this video, I wasn't really feeling like doing this video. I didn't even drink that many beers, but I bought beer just to fucking do this video. Because like I said, I like story time. I like sharing, you know what I'm saying? I like reminiscing. That's one thing I love doing is reminiscing. I love going through my old projects, you know, looking at, you know, shit that I've done before, like watching my growth. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, look at this project I made in 2006. Look at this project I made in 2010. Look at this project I made in 2020. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And again, like I said in the other video, like, if only I fucking did this shit every day, I wonder where I would be. And I want to make another animated video. I've been saying that for a couple years now. I want to make another animated video. But bro, that one that I made, the fuck did I name it? I know the original name, but I don't think that's the name that I uploaded on YouTube. But the video that, I think it's in the title, my first animated video, that motherfucker took me almost a fucking year. Because I did that bitch from scratch. And I did it in a program that's not made for animating. You know what I'm saying? Bro, there was thousands upon thousands of layers. But, and what was it, like 6 minutes long or something like that? But, I remember the Aladdin scene. I did it fucking shot for shot. Copying the fucking goddamn, A Whole New World song at the very end of the video. That motherfucker took me a good minute. And it's funny because, like, when I show people the video, it's like I gotta explain shit to them because they might look at it and be like, and then just don't watch the video. And it's like, no. I made the middle first. Then I made the beginning, I think. And then I made the ending. Or I made the ending, then I made the beginning. I don't remember. But the middle was the first thing I did. I made the middle. And then I was like, I gotta add to this. I gotta make more. So, like, when people watch the video, they might see the intro. And they're like, okay, that's kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? Then it gets to the middle part and they're like, oh, this ain't that great. You know what I'm saying? So they might click off of it. It's like, no, bro, keep watching. You know what I'm saying? But, anyways, you know what I'm saying? I remember I was going to make a video counting the cameos in that bitch. Because I made so many cameos. and references in that fucking video, Easter eggs and shit like that. Fucking goddamn fucking buzz. But yeah. And I do want to make another game. Whatever happened? What the fuck was your goddamn name, bruh? I don't know if you still watch my channel. It began with a G, I think. We were supposed to make a game together. Whatever happened to that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, because I think you were faster than I was. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like, bro, I'll do some of the work. You do some of the work. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, let's make this fucking Nuka Zeus Doom game. You made the fucking demo, or you made a little one. Bro, let's work together and make a fucking full goddamn fucking game. You know what I'm saying? What happened to you, bro? You said you was cool with it when I was talking to you on privately and instant messaging and shit. What happened? I understand you got a laugh of your own. I got a laugh of my own. You know what I'm saying? But shit, let's make this goddamn video game. You know what I'm saying? Which reminds me of, I ain't gonna talk about that. When I say, see, I ain't got no secrets. When I say I ain't gonna talk about that, I mean like not right now, or either out of respect because this is the worldwide internet. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be putting people's business out there like that without their permission. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what I want to do. Do I want to smoke another cigarette or do I want to have another beer first? Beer or cigarette? Or cigarette bread. Man, I wish I got better at beat making. There was one point in my life where I was doing beat making, probably 2005 to 2006 or 7. It was very short. There was a couple times that I attempted afterwards, but I wish I would have really stuck with it. But the thing with what it was like, I knew what I wanted to do. Like, I had it in my head. And it's like, okay, now how do I do it in the program? And that's where I would fuck up all the time. It's like, I get stuck. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, like, I want to make some beats, but I don't know how to. I can make some, like, simple ass beats, but, like, that's not what I want to make. I want to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I have picked up some tricks from some beat makers here and there. You know what I'm saying? Watching them make beats, and I ask them questions, and, like, this one beat maker, he gave me a tip that I'll share with y'all. Put reverb on everything. You know what I'm saying? Now, but, you know, don't put a big ass reverb. You know, a little teeny tiny reverb on everything. Now, depending on what the sound is, you might put a reverb a little more. You know what I'm saying? But have a teeny ass reverb on everything. And that makes everything sound a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? A little free game for you. You know what I'm saying? For the beat makers out there. But, like, every time I try to, you know, there's one beat I made that, did I ever rap to? I think there's only that one beat that I ever made that I rapped to. When I was in my first rap group, I made this beat. I mean, I didn't know at the time, but looking back at it, it's kind of like a techno-ish type beat. And me and my first rap group did a track to it, and it's one of the songs where all 4 of us were on. And it was called Elemental P on the Hoe. You know what I'm saying? Talk about peeing on bitches. Or bitches. Wait. Did I even talk about peeing? No, I didn't even say a damn line in it about peeing on a girl. But I remember the verse right before mine, his last line was like, and that's why Elemental P on a hoe. So he said pee on a hoe. I don't think any of the other verses even referenced peeing on hoes. You know what I'm saying? But it was talk about bitches, you know, in a disrespectful way. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody gets mad at women sometimes, just like women get mad at men sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy the way our group was, you know what I'm saying? I fucking hate it because, like, I don't think there's ever a song that we all were 100 on. You know what I'm saying? We like this song, like, hey, he was spitting fire on this one, but so and so was slacking. And then this other song, so and so was doing really good. They got it's really good verse. Oh, he's slacking. You know what I'm saying? It's like we never had the fucking song where all of us were fucking goddamn fucking riding that bitch. I mean, there was Slide That Ass Down the Pole. That one was straight. You know what I'm saying? All of us had pretty good verses. But, you know, my verse, it was good, but I could do better. You know what I'm saying? But then I remember we were like letting some like people listen to it. And when it came to my verse, they were like, do you hear what that dude's saying? Like rewind it back. Just sit there and listen to what he's saying. That dude's smart as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but I feel like it could have been better. You know what I'm saying? But I hate that shit. And it's like one thing I always wanted them to do. Here I go talking about fucking music again. One thing I always wanted to do was like have a fast rapping group, because everybody knows I love fast rap. I like to rap fast. And like the majority of the times I'd be rapping, you know, fast or, you know, medium fast, and everybody else be rapping, you know, medium or slow. And there was very few times that they rap fast. Very few. And I remember one song. The one dude rapped like his favorite fucking verse I ever fucking, like, he was whipping that bitch. So I was like, God damn. The other dude, he did really good too. He did really good, really good. Me, I slacked on that one. I wrote 2 verses to that fucking song, and I fucked up on them. And I was like, God damn it. I finally get a track with them fucking rapping fast, and I fuck up on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, my verse is straight. Like, if you appreciate it for what it is, you know what I'm saying? I was rapping my motherfucking ass off on it. But, you know, also at the same time, you know, what we did back then was like, we didn't fucking try to make the songs perfect. We would get together, we would play the beat, we would write, and then we'd jump on the mic, and then we'd rap it like once or twice, and that'd be it. Whether you get it right or not, we move on. And I hate that. I hate that because there's so many times my tongue was tied, I pronunciated the word wrong, you know what I'm saying? And like, I got one video called GBT that I made a video for that I'm going to upload eventually. But if you listen to that, my pronunciation wasn't right with some of the words, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, if it wasn't for the lyrics on the screen, you wouldn't know what I really said. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I hate that. I wish we would have fucking just fucking like, oh, I slipped on this word. I messed up on my pronunciation. Let's go back and do it again. But we didn't do that. Like I said, we went through, we just rapped it through one time to get to the end. If we had to stop in the middle and go, you know, we'd stop and then punch in and keep going. We would do it one time, and then we would do our dubs or ad-libs or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't, like, actually, you know what I'm saying? And I hate that, bro. I hate that. And then I hate the fact that I didn't save the individual session files, because I could go back and I can mix that shit and I can make it sound so much better. But I don't. I didn't save my session files till I was already recording for 10 years. And that's something I want to tell all of y'all, share with you. If you making music, bruh, save every motherfucking thing. Because in the future, you gonna want to go back and you gonna want to fix that shit. Like this one dude that I met. I was at my friend's house, and, you know, she don't smoke and she don't have smoke in her house, so I was smoking outside. I was smoking outside, and the neighbor came out to smoke a cigarette. And then, you know, we just started talking about music, and then he played me one of his songs. Below average. But the worst thing about it was the mixing. The mixing was terrible. And I told him, I was like, bro, I'm going to give you some advice. Keep your session files. Because in the future, you're going to want to go back and you're going to want to remix these songs. You're going to want to, like, mix them down again and like, change them up. Like, trust me. I learned the hard way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to pass on the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing about life. You know, that's one of the main things about life. You know, people ask, why are we here? That pass on knowledge. I mean, that's basically all it is. You know what I'm saying? Fuck eat and pass on knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Me, you know what I'm saying? You know, I like to create. And it's like everywhere I go, I gotta put my creativity on shit. You know what I'm saying? My car, my clothes, my skin. You know what I'm saying? My house. You know what I'm saying? Like everywhere I go, video games I play. You know what I'm saying? Music I make. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta leave my mark on it. You know what I'm saying? In one aspect, it's kind of like I'm walking around the goddamn planet pissing on everything as a goddamn dog. Marking my fucking shit. Well, it's not really marking shit, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, the world's a fucking canvas. The world's a playground. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, have fun. You know what I'm saying? Do something. You know? Make a name for yourself. You know what I'm saying? I just like to fucking do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't. And it boggles me because, like, I don't understand why other people. I mean, I understand, but I don't understand at the same time why other people ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? Some people are just simple as fuck. And it's like, goddamn, why the fuck are you so goddamn simple-minded? But it reminds me about this one girl. Because I loved her so goddamn much, I want to say she's the smartest girl I ever fucking talked to. But she probably ain't. She ain't. But she was up there. She was very intelligent. And she was telling me one day, she was like, all the dumb people have a lot of kids. All the smart people only have 1 or 2 kids, if they have any at all. And she's like, so with that being done, as time goes by, more and more dumb people are going out there and less smart people. And it makes it harder for the smart people to find other smart people because there's so many fucking dumb people out there. And that is true. To an aspect, that is very, very, very true. But then comes the question of, what are we going to do about that? You know what I'm saying? What are we going to do about that? I don't know. And I know that one dude wanted me to go into talking about things I want to do about changing the world. I think that should be its own separate video. I'm going to make that a separate video. Probably start off. I might go into other shit, but I'll make that a video. And then, you know, there was the other thing I mentioned earlier. I'm going to make its own video. Oh yeah, this is the club. I'm going to make that its own. It's like these Drinking with Zeus episodes are, you know, just random fucking stories. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to make a couple episodes that have a theme to them. And, yeah. Another video I've been wanting to make. My experience with Vlad. Been wanting to share with the public about my experience with Vlad because it wasn't that great of an experience. I was going to make a video, my experience with Wubby, and explain everything that happened between me and him. You know what I'm saying? Me and him are still cool to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't talk anymore. But, you know, if we need anything, we can holler at each other if we wanted to. But I was going to make a video talking about what I was doing the day that the video came out. You know what I'm saying? Explain what happened, and then explain everything that happened between me and him. And then me and him did have a little bit of a... What the fuck do you call that? It wasn't a beef. I ain't gonna say beef. But we had a little thing between us for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And I was gonna explain that. But I just don't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, the funny thing is like him and one other person did this. Hold on. Both Wubby and one other person did this. They made a photoshopped picture of me. You know what I'm saying? Then they get mad that I used the picture. Bitch, you used the picture of me. That's me. You used a picture of me without my permission. Then you get mad because I used the picture without your permission? Bitch, you made the picture of me. That's me. That's my picture, bro. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you fucking created that shit and goddamn motherfucking spend $1,100 on it. $100,000 on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, it's just fucking put two pics together. Ooh, took you 2 minutes. You get mad. Like, bro, you use my videos without my permission. You use my fucking, pictures without permission. And then you get mad because I use something without your permission? Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But, and then there was like the whole thing of, with Wubby, what was it I'm trying to say? There were people coming to me saying shit that made me think a certain way about him. And then he kept coming to, and I would say something to them, and then he would come to me and be like, hey, I heard this. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it was the middle person's fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like somebody was coming to me saying shit, and then they were going to you saying shit. It's like that person, whoever they were trying to instigate something. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole thing with that. And then the whole thing about the money. You know what I'm saying? See, why am I don't give a fuck. So after I won the game show, he owed me money. I told him, I said, bro, like, it's whenever. It don't matter. If you need to send it to me, I don't know what your financial status is. You know, if you need to send it to me in payments, you can do that. You ain't got to send it to me all at once. You know what I'm saying? You said, all right, that's cool. But 2 weeks go by and I hear nothing. I'm like, all right, now, it's been 2 weeks and I ain't heard nothing. You know, what's going on? So I thought I would make a funny. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm a comedic motherfucking person. So I took the video clip of Brian and Stewie. Remember that one episode where Brian owed Stewie money and Stewie was like, where my money? Where my money? You know what I'm saying? And Stewie started beating Brian's ass. You know what I'm saying? Where my money? Where my money? You better have my money. So I thought it was funny. I just put my face and Wubby's face on Stewie and Griffin. And it's like, where my money? Where my money? You know, I was just trying to be funny. It wasn't, it wasn't an attack yet. You know what I'm saying? It was just, hey, what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? Just did a little funny thing. But he took it as something different. You know what I'm saying? He I can't speak for him, but by what I got off of what he was saying about it was he was like, a little upset about it. And it's like, bro, it wasn't even like that. I was just making a joke. I mean, yeah, I want to know where my money is, but it's like, I ain't coming after you yet. I just want to know what's up. You know what I'm saying? But that didn't help the situation of that other middle person, doing whatever he was doing between the two of us. That thing kind of like set things off into another direction. And, me kind of Bubby just kind of like, and it's like I said, we still cool. You know what I'm saying? I can hit him up. He can hit me up. But, no hard feelings. You know what I'm saying? I think his video is fucking hilarious, honestly. And there's a difference. Say, what he did was take my shit and make it funny. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about it and making it funny, saying jokes. He wasn't taking my shit and talking shit about me and slandering me. There's a big difference there, whether you're slandering somebody or just making jokes like a comedian. See, he was doing the comedian thing, like a stand-up comedian. A stand-up comedian gonna get up on stage and he gonna, make jokes. You know what I'm saying? About what he sees in the audience. That's what Wubby did. These other people that be slandering, that's slandering. That's making up lies and spreading them. And talking shit. That's two totally different things. So you can't come to me being like, oh, why is it cool for Wubby to do it but not cool for me to do it? There's the difference. He was doing it as like a stand-up comedy act. You doing it with malicious intent. To slander and talk shit. There's a difference there. Maybe your brain ain't fucking evolved enough to understand that, but I don't understand why you can't understand that. Positivity. Positivity, yo. Gotta be all about positivity. Rid the negativity from your life. Don't even think about negative thoughts. I kind of gotta piss again. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, when I be drinking, it's like, God damn, I gotta fucking... I was gonna tell you about that story. The first time I ever pissed in a unisex bathroom. I didn't even know it was unisex, bro. I was at a fucking club, and I was drinking. I was having a good time. I had to go to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom. The urinals were taken up. So I go to the stall. I don't even bother shutting the door behind me. I just fucking walk in there and just start pissing in the toilet. And I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm enjoying my motherfucking self. Next thing I know, someone's tapping me in my shoulder, saying, hurry up. I turn around, it's a fucking woman. I'm like, what the fuck? And I look, and there's a couple people behind her. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? It was a fucking unisex bathroom at a club. I was like, okay. That's the only time I ever went to that club. I wonder if that club ever has any issues in the bathroom. You ever been to a club where they have fucking security guards in the goddamn bathroom? Yeah, I've been to a club where they have security guards in the bathroom. It's crazy. It was a little weird too, especially pissing out a urinal with a goddamn security guard right there. You know, it's like yeah, I'm getting a little bit of stage fright right now. You know, I've never been in a goddamn bathroom with a security guard before. I hate that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then like you pee a little bit, and it's like, God damn it, why are you stopping? Why are you stopping? God damn it, piss. You gotta piss. That's why we came in here. I know he's right there, but piss, motherfucker. I hate that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why? Why are you stopping pissing? I don't even know if I should talk about that. Nah, I shouldn't. I was gonna tell you about my one of my friends and her boyfriend, because this is a crazy ass situation they got going on between the two of them. But I'm gonna respect her. I ain't gonna talk about that. But Yep. It's about getting close to that time. 2 hours and 32 minutes. See what other stories I got to tell you. Got to remember some. Something that's worth telling. I'm thinking about ordering the motherfucking things. You know, I was going to put the mirrors on the front of the house to see what it looks like, but I think I am going to just do the side of the house. That's the smallest. You know what I'm saying? That way it's least amount of money, and no one can really see it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking about going ahead and doing that and seeing what it looks like. I want to see what it looks like, because I'm very curious. I'm very curious to what it will look like to have mirrors on the side of my fucking house. I really want to see what that looks like. Damn, I gotta fucking piss. That's one of the best feelings in the world, I'm telling you. Pissing when you've been drinking, and fucking shitting when you gotta fucking shit. Though that's right up there with orgasming. Those are like the best feelings in the goddamn world. I'm wasting my goddamn gas. That was another video I was gonna make. How to make your car last longer. I was gonna teach you all kinds of tricks. I already told you one about the gas. You know what I'm saying? Not letting it go past a quarter of a tank. That's another video I want to make, talking about a whole bunch of tips like that. Because I'm a fan of, like, take care of your shit. You know what I'm saying? And if you take care of your shit will last you a long motherfucking time. That's something my grandfather taught me. Now, true, granted, they make shit nowadays to break easily and on purpose, so that way you have to fucking, you know, buy another one, like the fucking what is it called? I forgot it. The death thing on the PlayStation 4s. Supposedly PlayStation 4s have a fucking death chip in them to make it to where they just die after a certain amount of time, which is fucked up. That's fucked up beyond all recognition. You know what I'm saying? Like, man. But like I said, I like to take care of my shit. There's some people, I've met some people out there that don't give a fuck about they shit, and they fuck they shit up all the goddamn time. It's like, bro, why? And then you gotta sit around and waste money and buy it again. And like, why not just take care of your shit? Why not just take care of your shit? I just don't understand why some people don't take care of their shit. Damn, man, you gotta like take care of your shit. You know, when you drop a deuce in the goddamn toilet, pick it up, you know, pet it, put some clothes on it, feed it, kiss it. You know what I'm saying? Take care of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think I want to keep, like I said, I want to keep telling stories, but I think I'm gonna end it right here, and I'll see you next time on the next episode of Drinking with Zeus. As always, you gotta remember something about that: peace, love, and black power. Goddamn fucking mosquito, I felt you.